Hello and welcome, Twitch. Welcome back to our Friday night D&D. If we can get something in the chat to say you can hear me, we've all had a bit of a play with our audio before the stream tonight. Everyone was coming through a bit louder, and I was too loud. So if we can get a yay, nay, if I'm too loud, I'm going to unmute the guys, and then we're going to do a little sound check with them, and a little feedback on the audio would be great. So, Mark, starting with you.
Okay, the new. I'm back.
Owen.
Been 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Hello there.
Tom.
Good evening, everybody. A pleasure to be back after 2 weeks.
Jace.
Hello.
Short and sweet. Hey, Jace.
Yum for me.
and James.
Oh, hello, everybody. I hope you're all having a lovely, lovely evening.
And
I'm from the bar. Yeah.
Indeed. I am very quiet. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see what I can do about that. Players may just have to deal with me being a bit crackly for them. If it makes it better for the stream, then. Let me have a look.
Yeah, do it. Just crank it. Do the
If
opposite of everything we told you before. Because we did. It's our fault. We said, you're very loud. Go down.
Am I better now? Need to sort out a mic. I've got a mic on the camera, but it's obviously, hopefully it's picking the right one up. Am I any better now? Nope, no better. Let me just try. Let me try that one. Is that any better? And what does it sound like to you guys on Discord?
Wah, 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 wah.
It sounds like you're underwater to us now.
So that was not good on Discord then. Let me have a look and see which microphone my computer is using. Because Discord and computer are a bit different, aren't they? Microsoft makes it really difficult to find settings nowadays. Sound settings.
What are your sorting settings, Chris?
Hang on,
Tom,
is that
what are you
better?
playing tomorrow night?
Is that better, chat? Because my computer was using the microphone on the camera that's down here, rather than the microphone up here, whereas Discord was using this. So hopefully I've just spoken enough, and people can tell me whether I sound okay or not. And yeah, James, what were you saying?
I thought you were going to be longer pressing buttons, so carry on.
You were filling, were you?
Yep.
I was.
You have to say, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
More emphasis on the now. Can you hear me now?
Everyone's gone quiet. No, everybody stop with the chat. One of you guys put the stream on. Can you hear me?
I mean, to be fair, they are at work. Again, two of our mods this evening are at work.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
Oh, hold on.
Barely. Right. Let me have a look.
So while Chris is having a look at that, greetings everybody. Welcome to the Nerdy Switch team. If you're about tomorrow night, hang on with us at the moment while we're just trying to sort out Chris' audio. But if you're with us tomorrow night, myself and Rachel will be playing games on Two Can Play that game. And this week, we've discussed that this week is going to be Dinosaur Week. So we're going to play, we think, 2, maybe 3 dinosaur-themed games. There will be opportunities for us to do dinosaur-themed activities, and we will have a dinosaur-y night, and it'll be Diplodocus brilliant.
Awesome. To cut in, Tom, I found another volume slider that was at 50%, so I've boosted that up to 82. How am I sounding now in the chat? I can go up a little bit higher if I need to, but hopefully that's a bit better. There are so many different volume settings for microphones dotted all around Windows. You never know which one's the right one.
And the one in Streamlabs is up full, right?
Yeah, the one in Streamlabs is up full. You guys are actually turned down slightly in Streamlabs because in previous weeks I'd been quieter than you. so I brought you guys down to match me, and then people could turn their volume up. But hopefully, if I put, can everyone talk one after the other? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's me. Mark?
Yep. I'm good.
Yeah. Owen?
Hello and welcome to technical difficulties at Nerdy Coffee.
Hello. Good evening. Can you hear us all very well?
And Jace?
Good evening. How are we?
And James?
Good luck. Hi.
Hola.
How is that in the chat for audio? Apologies for all the technical difficulties. Tom, do you want to do a quick about events coming up at Nerdy then? Physical events at Nerdy.
Yeah, so we've got events coming up at Nerdy, hopefully very, very soon. We're just trying to put things together to make sure that we can do that as safely as possible. So we're going to be bringing back Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to be bringing back Quiz Night. We're going to be bringing back our social board gaming night. We're going to be bringing back Friday Night Magic. And we're going to be bringing back war game based nonsense, all sorts of things that you could possibly imagine is all going to be going on. But what we want to hear from you guys is what you want or what you feel like you need from us to help make it a safe environment. We're going to do everything we can, but we are interested to hear from you guys what whether there's anything else that we can put in place to help make you guys feel comfortable coming to visit us at Nerdy, because at the end of the day, it's not just about us. It's obviously it's about you guys and wanting to be able to come to the space and use the space. So tell us when you're in. Let's have a chat about it. If you come and see us in the shop, if you have suggestions, wang them over to our email or when you place a booking, pop your information or any kind of request into there as well. Everything gets read, even if everything doesn't get immediately replied to on Facebook and stuff as well. So send us your recommendations of things that, first of all, stuff that you'd like to see, and secondly, if there is stuff that's going to help you feel safer, how can we help?
Awesome. How do I sound now? Both in Discord and on the stream, because I've just switched over to headset.
For me now, you sound a lot better. You sounded really distorted before.
Yeah, so I'm on my headset, not using the headphones, but just using the microphone on it. Whitby Witch says great, so hopefully we can crack on with that. Awesome. So sound check over, longest sound check we've done so far. Nerdy announcements. Mods in the chat tonight. I mean, we've got She's So Nerdy and Ginferno, but if I recall correctly, Tom saying they are both at work at Nerdy. So
in the shop right now.
Very, very multitasking. We appreciate their efforts, but we've also got Nerdkind in the chat. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. We've got Nerdkind in the chat who isn't working at Nerdy at the moment and is there for everything you need. There isn't a vast amount of chat engagement with us as we crack on with the game and focus on that. So if there's anything you need, shout for one of our lovely mod team. And yes, we know you haven't abandoned us. And I'm sure they'll be able to help you. And I think that's everything then. I will crack on with a little recap of what happened last session 2 weeks ago. Not just for those in the chat, but for the players as well, because I know it's been a long 2 weeks.
I thank you very much.
So, if I remember correctly, we started last session on the. Did we start last session exiting the temple, like finishing off fleeing from the temple? Yeah. So they met up with the clockwork priest.
Yeah, because there was a big clockwork.
Yeah. So the clockwork priest in the doorway of the Temple of Cirrus. They decided against sticking around for the fight, and they made an exit from the temple, leaving the clockwork priest there, who didn't follow them out. He stayed inside the temple.
Clarence.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. No, Clarence stayed behind and made a valiant defense. And then they hoofed it back to the boat to find that Squint. Squint had hung around, just finished his repairs, and was hanging on a little bit to see if they'd make it back on the boat. Absolutely fine. and started their trip back to Corvus. At which point, on one of the evenings, one of the night times, they got attacked by a giant crocodile, which was a little bit of excitement for the party. They managed to take that down without too much difficulty, although both Arnor and Killian did get a little bit worse for the wear over the course of that fight. Luckily, the party were there. Phineas, I believe you healed one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And with that, there were no more encounters on the way back to Corvus. However, they did meet up with another boat captain that Squint knows, and they were informed that Vinter Railthorn, the Exile, the old king of Signar, who had been usurped by his younger brother, had returned, and he had taken over Corvus with some sort of foreign army. And anybody in the city was being searched for both swords, specifically longer swords, and firearms. With that in mind, the party decided it best not to head back into Corvus on Squint's boat, because there's a good chance they'd have got him in trouble, and he wasn't really up for that either. So we dropped them off a short distance from Corvus on the... I can't remember which one it was. On one bank of the river. I did work this out. I worked this out in the middle of the week, because I've been cramming this for the past... the east bank. You dropped them off on the east bank of the river, and they came back through Corvus, overland to Corvus, and decided to hide the Witchfire blade that they had recovered from the temple outside the city, so that it wouldn't be confiscated from them. They also left a few of their other items, like the Tox rifle, Solix's Caspian battle blade, and Hazar, I believe, as well. Left all their swords behind and infiltrated the city.
I left my armour in the crypt, I think, as well.
No, you came in with your armour, because your armour is the original plan was to leave your armour in the graveyard with all the other stuff, but you decided that as it's an industrial use, you could work your way in with it as long as you didn't have anything else of a suspect nature on you. So, infiltrating the city, Solix and Galtar made their way back in, posing as a merchant and his blacksmith, effectively.
Merchant and my boy.
And the other three, Ingo, Tok, and Phineas, through a series of disguises, made themselves look completely unremarkable and wandered in without much of a search. It turns out the guards on the gate, they weren't searching everybody. They were sort of eyeing up every group that came in, but they were searching anything that could conceivably hide a sword, and also questioning anybody who looked capable. So when the three of them posed as, believe one of them was a wizened old man and a bit of...
No, the plan was to be we were looking like hunters with our dog.
Ah, yes,
and
that was the one.
They just let us in. Yeah.
Yeah. So normal travellers without...
We're hiking with people.
Plus 7 to persuasion, and just nah, get in.
Yeah. So they got a bit miffed that they didn't even get quizzed.
Not
but
bitter.
Both parties met up on the inside of the city and made their way to the Church of Morrow, where they hoped to meet up with Father Pandor. However, upon arrival, they were met by Captain Hellstrom and what appeared to be an Inquisitor. These are bad men. They were like the secret police of Vinter Railthorn's reign. They rounded up rogue sorcerers and generally not very nice, but not even rogue sorcerers. They rounded up sorcerers who couldn't be controlled by the country. So anybody who was sort of on their own and wasn't part of an organised state-led organisation would be rounded up and imprisoned by these Inquisitors. Now, this is all talking... It's not been that long. I think it's been 5 to 10 years, I think it has, since the Lions coup, since Vinter was dethroned, and he's obviously back with a vengeance now. But you met one of these Inquisitors and Captain Hellstrom and a few guardsmen in the church. Captain Hellstrom, apparently, under some sort of ruse, he actually dispatched the Inquisitor and told the group that Father Pandor Dumas had been captured, or had been taken, to be interrogated. And he is currently residing in the courthouse dungeon, which is where our party have headed now. After doing a little bit of commissioning of new weapons and war gear, stopping by their old safe house to pick up some gear that they needed, having lost some of their gear on the way into town, and usurping a boat from its previous moorings, they rowed over to the dungeon, to the edge of the courthouse island, and have infiltrated the courthouse sewers. Where is it? There we are. So courthouse sewers, where we literally just got in and started searching around. Let me recap back here. So we came down this way from the entrance, up this tunnel here, and then we've taken a little right. They have got a map of this sewer, actually, which I'll pop back up for everyone to have a quick look at. Where are we? Hellstrom's map. Let's pop that back up. So they were given a map of the sewers by Hellstrom, with a way in to follow, and hopefully they can then use that to get Father Pandor out. And we rejoin our group just as they have been, not necessarily overrun, but a series of waves of sewer rats have run past them, not interested in them and attacking them, but ran past them, appeared to be scared of something, were running away from something. And we finished the session as Galtar and Tok rounded the corner and saw this abomination in the distance. Now, the players were warned that something lurks in the sewers, that the guards keep something down here, and that it doesn't like light. I'll remind the players of that because it's been 2 weeks, and I can't always remember whether I've told them during the session well enough, and whether or not they'll remember it is another thing entirely. So we rejoin our group just as they're about to roll initiative into combat. Stop moving around.
Sorry.
You can't see anything.
I can see myself, but everyone else is like faded out.
Hang on. You got vision.
Yeah, I have that too.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be able to see anything. It's dark down here,
So
right?
Phineas shouldn't. Phineas was being led by Solix.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, we were holding hands.
You were.
Okay.
And I believe it should just be a case of refreshing your Roll20 screen. I mean, my what's it called? My screen was a little bit funky as I started, and the stream's screen is showing a very overlaid dark vision thing at the moment. So hopefully it looks alright for those on the stream. Yeah, so I've refreshed on my GM screen and I can see the dark vision layers properly. How about you guys?
Yeah, so everybody else, everything's grayed out over for me. Not grayed out.
Yeah, I can see myself, but everyone's faded out.
Faded out blue or just?
Yeah, like a blue faded out.
Yeah.
Faded out,
So that's your dark vision.
Right. Okay.
But our friends we can just about see.
Yeah. I can see Solix fine and me fine, but I can't. Ingo is a ghost, Tok is a ghost, and Galtar's a ghost.
Yeah, ghosties.
Okay.
Transparent.
Let me have a look at that. I wonder if they've done an update to the dynamic lighting, which has messed things around.
I don't think it looks how it looks on the, because I've just had a look on the stream, and yours looks how I imagine ours should look.
I mean, you've been in this situation before where you've just been using your dark vision, and has it looked how it looks now, or
No.
it looked how it looks on the stream?
You see how the tunnel terror looks on the stream?
Yeah.
That's how everything looks to me.
Okay. I wonder if that's because they've made some sort of update. And the reason Phineas can see Solix is James has access to Tom's character from that session where Tom couldn't see the maps. So if I take Phineas's permission away from Solix, has Tom just greyed out to you, James?
No, he's still there at the moment.
Well, you may have to refresh to see the change.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, everything. Yep, I can see nothing now.
You can see nothing.
I can see fingers and no, because I don't have any dark vision. I can't see anything.
Which is how it should be, and that's probably because I've just taken away the permission. I wonder if this greying out is because of an update to the dynamic lighting, which I don't like, but is possibly the case. If you can see things greyed out for now, can Tok and Galtar, from where you are, can you see the greyed out tunnel terror?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, that's great. So we'll forge on for now and see if it becomes a problem. But the stream can see if it gives this greyed out when you're using dark vision. We'll figure it out. But let's crack on and try it. So we will roll some initiatives. Don't forget to
click on me.
Don't forget to click on your token.
Am I directly behind Sarwex then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. It's okay. This is actually the first time dark vision's worked properly for me, I think, because I can see nothing. It's amazing and quite terrifying.
It might well be because I had
Solix.
Because you had Solix, so it would have shown up on your vision, which is a oversight on my part. So right, where's the tunnel terror?
Galtar sees the thing coming around the corner, and he shouts back, "Hey lads, weapons hot." It's my Top Gun thing.
Yeah, it's good. We like a Top Gun reference. We don't get enough of them in D&D these days.
Oh wow!
That's what I thought.
It was a natural 20.
Wow, awesome.
It's going to be like that, is it?
I've just noticed the stream is a little bit off centre. Things are a little bit out of whack at the minute.
Some advertising. When in doubt, get your polos out.
Please sponsor us, Polo.
There we go.
That'd be
Right.
like the weirdest sponsor to end up with would be something like that, wouldn't it? Like Nerdy sponsored by Shake and Back. Like it's a really random thing.
So, apologies for all the technical difficulties. Hopefully we are there now. The stream is more centred. You can see the results properly. And
The important thing is we're having fun.
Indeed. And we are ready for some combat. The tunnel terror is going to approach. He's only speed 20, so 5, 10, 15, 20. He is making his way closer. Now, anybody who's within 30 feet of him...
Hey lads, there's a blur coming towards me.
Galtar and Solix. Solix, you can see him there, can't you?
Very just about, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see a part of his.
Okay, so the pair of you within 30 feet, I need you to take a wisdom saving throw against DC 12 against his frightful presence.
Could it be Constitution saving throw, please?
No, it can't.
Oh! Score!
Nicely done. So you are both safe. Your pass lasts for
wise.
Your pass lasts for a day, so you've got no need to worry about.
Oh wow! So we are fearless of this thing now.
Yeah. Okay, Phineas, your turn.
Wow. So I can't see anything. So I will prepare for this.
So
by casting
is this gonna work?
guidance on myself with my little cantrip, just in case I have to make one of those fear checks.
Okay.
Where is that? How do I do that again? There we go. And I'm concentrating on that for a minute.
You're concentrating on guidance. Okay.
And I think that's going to be it for now. I'm not too sure what's going on, so I'm just going to be like, okay, let's see how this rolls out.
So Galtar did say weapons hot, so you definitely know something's there, but you don't know what yet.
Yeah.
Solix. Remarkably fast for you, Solix.
So yeah, it was a speedy bit of Solix action. He's excited to get back into the fight. We are currently rocking shield, and obviously I don't have my Caspian Battle Blade.
Correct.
But I've gone back to the classic battle axe.
You're on the axe, are you? Not the Warhammer, yeah?
On the axe. Yeah, on the axe instead of the Warhammer. No, what do I want? Yeah, it's the same, isn't it? Much of much. Just one's bludgeoning, one's slashing.
Correct.
So we're gonna go. I feel like a slash, Chris.
Okay.
I feel like a slash. So we're gonna go battle axe, and so Solix is gonna come around the corner. What's all this then? So that's so hold on here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
So we're right up to him, and we're gonna say have that.
Have it. That's it's a solid hit, doing 10 damage.
Cool. Then I'll obviously stay in place there. Bonus action: reload the battle axe.
Solix is there. Reload me guns.
Yeah, reload the gun.
Can you do Galtar before me? Because I might have just spilt drink all over my desk.
Yeah, no worries.
Sure.
Galtar, go for it.
Right, so I'm going to move forward. 25, so that puts me measuring. Oh, yeah, there you go. I'm going to run up next to my buddy. Say, hey lad, leave some for me. And I'm going to hit it with my jack wrench. Yes.
Okay. Wow, 23. So close to a crit. For 8 bludgeoning. Nicely done.
And as my bonus action, I'm going to reload my wrench.
Okay. Paste.
Didn't want to dry mouse mat anyway.
No, you didn't want it, did you?
Reload my wrench was the name of my rap album.
Was it now? Are you ready, Jace?
I am, yes.
Fantastic.
Right.
So Galtar and Solix have run it into melee with it.
Have I got line of sight?
Can you see it as a player?
I can see it. Can I shoot him? Is basically what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Yeah. I mean, the tunnels are 10 foot wide, 10 foot high. This thing's taking up most of it. And I mean, Solix is tall, and so is Galtar, but they're not head against the ceiling. They're not scraping
Right,
their heads
that's
against
fine.
the ceiling.
I will. Hold on. Where's my character sheet? There it is. Hello, darling. It's been a while.
Yeah, has a little bit.
Right. I am gonna just do a normal shooty shoot
Okay.
on it. 19 for 14.
That's one way to start. Yeah.
Good rolls.
I mean, it's a good start. And then I will sharpen my gun. Wait, what?
How many different variations on?
What are you gonna get now? Sorry, I feel like I'm starting something.
Okay. Ingo.
Okay. Ingo will get his bagpipes ready. Down here to see. Oh, I can see him now. He's looking. To make some kind of test if I walk into his presence. So.
You're just okay at the moment. You can make him out in the darkness, but you can't see him well enough at the moment to be affected.
He's freaked out by his looks.
Yeah.
Right. First of all, bonus action. I'm going to give Solix some inspiration.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast this to make a flash of light. I believe I can do.
Where are
An
we?
instantaneous harmless sensory effects such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, a faint magical light, so like a flash of light.
So you
in his face.
instantaneously light or something? Yeah. Yeah. So a shower of sparks in front of him. Yeah. Okay.
It's a cantrip, that's nice.
whereabouts are you gonna do it? Like above your friends' heads or off to the side?
I'm actually gonna have to hold on a sec. Like above my friends.
Okay.
So they can, hopefully that will affect it somehow.
Yep.
It's a good idea.
And then I'm gonna reload my bagpipes.
Okay. It's turn. Screaming in not pain. Not what's the discomfort. There we are. That's sounds a bit anticlimactic. Screaming in discomfort, but
it's like I know what he's experiencing. He's experiencing the feeling when you walk out of the cinema.
yes.
But
Yes.
slightly more extreme. No one remembers cinemas, but we used to go to them before lockdown. We used to go and sit in the dark and watch a film. All in a big room, loads of people all just breathing and coughing. And
Will it walk out and let out a fart that's been holding in for about 3 weeks?
I've never known you hold one in yet, Chase.
Well,
So
thanks, Mac.
let's see how this goes. So this is a bit of a strange translation from a 3.5 edition ability into what I'm hoping will work in 5th edition. It's trampling.
no one.
No, it's moving its full 20 feet and it just runs straight past you, over you and whatnot. So we've gone 5, 10, 15, 20. Now, you get the choice here to either... I'm not sure why it's rolled the attack roll. You basically get to either take an attack of opportunity and take the damage, or take a dex save to avoid some of the damage. Those are your options at this point.
I will take the attack of opportunity and take 4 bludgeoning damage. Seeing as it only hit for 4.
Yeah, lad, I'll do the same, lad. Yes.
It's 2d4 plus 2 damage and it's rolled 4.
Yeah, I mean, on other occasions, maybe not, but on this occasion, I'll take the 4. Because it's take 4 damage and do some damage to him potentially, or take 2, not to meta it too hard, or take 2 damage and do nothing to him. It's worth punting it. So, when we make an attack of opportunity, is it an advantage?
No, it's not. It's just a straight attack.
That's okay then. That's not going to do it.
Both of those have missed.
Yeah.
Oh.
It took us by surprise.
It did. It must have done. So 4 points of damage each. Galtar, you completely ignore that. Now, I did, like, an hour before stream, I got an email from Backakit saying the updated PDF had been put out. I've had a very quick read, and the biggest thing that makes a difference right now is Steam Armor has gone from damage threshold 5 to damage threshold 10. So you need to do at least 10 points of damage to Galtar before Galtar actually starts taking any damage. However, the Steam Armor can suffer critical malfunctions and things depending on what damage it does take. So there are, and it really can't be used sneakily. So there are downsides to it.
Does he have Steam Armor at a minute?
Yeah.
I don't remember you saying you left it anywhere.
Because
that's what I was trying to fess up. I thought we left it in the crypt at the church.
What's his face told him that it looked too obvious with it on, and told him to, and so he left it in the crypt. But you know,
left it in the crypt
to make the party worse.
Left it in the crypt at the church. Yes, sorry, yeah. I remember the discussion. We were going to leave it at the boneyard and decided against that. You got it into town, but then left it in the crypt. Yes, so you're not wearing your Steam Armor at the moment. So you do take 4 points of damage.
I mean, in fairness, I did try and say that at the beginning.
Yeah, no.
Just, you know.
It's not like I can't even claim that it's not on record. I mean, we're recording the whole thing. So
it's just like continuity, damn it.
I'm old school. I don't argue with the DM.
Much.
Yeah, much.
So with that, then Ingo and Tok, you can both see it now, and you're within 30 feet. So it's terrifying presence. I'll pop it up in the chat for you, and it requires a Wisdom saving throw, DC 12.
Well, boo.
Phineas, you can't. Phineas, you can't see it.
Oh, I just wanted to do it.
Okay, you are
Being
both.
wise.
You're both now frightened of it. So on your turns, you must move as far away from it and get it out of your line of sight as possible. And then once you're out of line of sight, you can take the test again to attempt to pass it.
Versus.
Phineas, your turn.
Okay. I would like to walk. Am I
With the
in?
animals.
Am I hitting anyone?
No.
No, you're okay.
Am I
you.
still?
So you now can feel the presence of this thing in front of you.
Now I can do it.
Yeah. Hello.
You still can't see
I'm
it.
going to use my guidance.
James, you still can't see it.
Oh, cool. Sorry, I thought you said I could feel it. So you have to see it. It's not like an aura.
It's a frightful presence. Yeah, it's ugliness, for want of a.
Oh.
It's not it's not a necromantic or an evil aura. No, it's just It's
Sorry.
really
I
disgusting to
misunderstood.
look at.
Sorry.
But you are now.
Scary to look at.
You know are in combat with it.
Excellent. Bop it.
James just drops and starts playing Bop It.
Ah,
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
apparently I do.
You'd also be at disadvantage, but I'm not going to force you to roll that.
Let's see if I roll 2 natural ones. Nope, that would have been better. Never mind.
It would have been. Okay. So that's everything, Phineas. That was movement, action, any bonus?
Yes. Actually, I will pop up me totem, actually. Yeah. Let's just do the bear spirit, guys. You know the drill. Temporary HP.
How much
Oh.
is it again? 7.
9.
Nice.
We just had an invasion of bots in the chat. Nerdkind
we?
on it and got rid of them all.
They got
And
pewed.
they're still coming.
Just a bot invasion.
Yeah,
Crazy.
4 of them on the trot. Phineas, you're done then. So that was just temporary hit points and advantage on strength checks and whatnot, isn't it?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, in the... Yeah.
Solix.
So I will move towards him again as he's running in that direction and try and slice him up. And fail again.
Unfortunately not. I was seriously scared that you guys were going to take this out before it got to do anything.
It's hard in the dark to do the fighting.
You've got dark vision.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, everything's fairly. I would say, though I have dark vision, I imagine this is what dark vision looks like if you've not eaten enough carrots. It's particularly everyone's ghosty.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, no, Solix hasn't done that. So after attempting a swing and a miss, because I imagine that he's all like tentacly. Is he all like
Yes.
tentacles everywhere, or
Yeah.
sort of like that?
Can I? What is it? Is it Shift Z, Owen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's not nice, is it?
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you. Cool. Yep, that's me then. Carry on.
Galtar.
Yeah, lad, my cataracts are playing up. So I'll have another go.
That one's not going to do it either.
No. I'm going to sulk.
Tok.
Well, I've got a leg up to here, haven't I?
You have. You've got to get out of line of sight of it. That's the one. And then you can make another wisdom
line of
save.
sight would be there, wouldn't it? It says I can still see it, but surely I can't see round the corner.
Okay, so what I've done in this dungeon, because on previous ones you were struggling to move around if you clipped the wall, I've actually popped the
Right.
walls. I've popped the vision walls just behind the actual walls, so you shouldn't have problems clipping in and out. So yes, up there you do have no line of sight to it.
Right, so I've got. Do I roll another wisdom check?
Yes, please.
I hope I pass. I want to shoot
So
it.
wise. So wise.
I'm not.
No,
No.
really not. Really not.
I have wet breeches.
Well, you've got them anyway because you're short and you're standing in the sewers, so you can disguise any accident.
The perfect crime.
Ingo, your turn.
I gotta run away, haven't
You do indeed.
I? So do I get to take a test?
Yep. Are you out of sight there? I believe you are. Yep. Yeah, you get to make another wisdom save.
Don't know what else to say. Oh, no, I'm still scared of it.
Nope, you're still scared of it. Okay. But I did not see this thing getting another turn. Really didn't. It's going to go with a pair of bite attacks. One against Solix and one against Galtar. Against Solix. Woof! So you see how it rolled a double 1 last time? Well, this time that's a little bit better. And one against Galtar. A 23 for 7.
Yeah, lad.
Well, I was glad of those. Oh, well, I was feeling temporarily better, and now that's gone out the window.
I think this group has got to win the prize for the best meta in character. Phineas.
Hello. Okay. And now I will turn into a giant wolf spider.
Do you have night vision as a giant wolf spider?
I do. I checked. They're the only one that does. So, yes.
Well, even when you're a wolf.
Wolf apparently does not.
Yeah, there are some weird things in D&D. Cats, for example, don't have night vision, don't have dark vision in D&D. Whereas
They also don't have 9 lives.
there are some odd ones that you really think would have dark vision, but don't. I don't know why. Okay, you are now a giant wolf spider.
And I can see it now.
Yes, now you can see it. So I'll have a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yay!
Yay, saved! You just imagine this giant wolf spider appear and then run away.
Okay. He's gonna. No, I turned into it this turn, so I guess I'm gonna walk so that I'm actually on the sea wing.
Okay.
Without leaving combat range, because you said it's about the size, right?
Oh yeah. If you look at the size of it, there isn't a whole lot of room above his head. So you're definitely still in combat with him.
Cool. Thank you.
Solix.
Cool. When we talk about radiant damage,
Yep.
is that something that doesn't like light? Is it light radiant damage, or is it
Not specifically. Radiant damage is antithesis to undead and evil rather than.
Yeah. Rather than it just being very bright.
Correct. I mean, you can flavour it as being bright, but it's not.
In terms of yeah.
Doesn't do brightness damage.
That is absolutely fine.
It's a hit.
And we will throw on our bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Of a D6, is that right?
Currently.
We've got a D6, and then we've also got our divine smite that we're going to throw in there as well.
Okay.
I was just curious as to whether the divine smite was going to be particularly useful or not. But that's 2d8, isn't it? So that's more like it.
You roll like that, is it?
That is, and your axe cut as it goes in, it does shine with a radiant light, and this thing just seems to sort of crumple underneath the swing, and it is down. So yeah, it didn't do any special damage. It just happened to do enough damage.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not really liking how this looks on stream. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to switch on the daylight mode, which means everything will be illuminated as if it's daylight. The only person it will make a difference to is Phineas, if and when you are Phineas. So we'll just bear that in mind. But I think it wasn't looking very good on the stream.
As Solix brings the axe down, he shouts, "You need a haircut, sunshine!" And buries the axe into him. And then as he's holding onto it, as it's gone in, he just mutters a couple of words, and then that's where the like a bolt of light just goes flying down the handle into the axe, and just goes whoosh, like real bright, and just poofs it in a very dramatic way.
Awesome. Yeah, this thing squeals in agony at the light as it's dying away. Fantastic. So
as you're taking your axe back out of it, Geltar looks and goes, "Hey lad, do you mind?" And he puts his hand out, asking if he can hold the weapon.
Yeah, that's fine. I hand it over happily.
He starts to look at it with what appears to be quite a professional eye, and he turns it and he hefts it and whatever. And he looks at it, and as he's handing it back, he says, "Hey lad, that's a fair wee bit of iron you've got there. It's very nice."
Thank you kindly. It's all the Solix taps his sort of temple, but I use a different kind of battery.
Was that?
I would like to crawl along the ceiling and drop down on Solix.
Mark, was that flavour for your tinkering ability, or was that you just having a look? It was. So, Tom, as one of Mark's abilities, or one of Galtar's abilities, is tinkering, which is a little bit like Bardic Inspiration. Bardic Inspiration. So you now have a tinkering die of a D4 that lasts for 10 minutes. Anything
That's really cool.
which you can now use to you get D4 to an attack roll, D4 to a damage roll, to a skill check. Now, flavour-wise, it would be something to do with the axe, but rules-wise, it doesn't. You've just, or does it? I think you do tinker with the item. So yeah, if you're using that item for something in the next 10 minutes, you can add 1d4 to it once, and then that
Really
tinkering
cool.
die goes.
Thanks very much. I like that.
Okay, Tunnel Terror is done. Giant Ingo, it's dead. Where are you going?
Knew it was dead or not, so long away.
Yeah, no, you can see that it's dead, and you're no longer afraid of it.
Solix will start shouting for Phineas to let him know that we've slayed the beast, and then we'll glance onto his shoulder and say, "Oh, hello, spider friend."
It's like the size of your top half. It's a big spider.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Solix is not fussed by giant spiders. Like, look at Solix. I mean, he's not an arachnophobe. He's just put an axe through one of these things. He's not going to yelp because of big spiders on him.
Okay, for the purpose of this, you have like a spider backpack going on now. Okay.
That's great. Then that is brilliant. I am all about Solix's spider backpack. Oofed on.
Okay, where are you heading now?
I think we're supposed to go this way, aren't we?
I think we should go down.
Map. Hold on, let me get the map up. Why can't I find?
I would like to investigate down here, if that's all right.
Yeah, lad. I'll come with you just in case there's a problem.
Now,
I'm gonna say no to Solix.
now I would say that the threat has been somewhat removed from the area. I'm feeling pretty confident.
Okay.
Solix is being annoyingly like a bad winner because he got the kill. So like he's full of swagger and self-confidence.
Okay, making your way down there. It appears to just be the end, some sort of termination in the sewers. There's like a pool of water there, but nothing really of note in this bit.
Okay. What about the bit on the map that was a question mark? That was
Back
up
to where we
the,
came.
Yeah, back up to in this top corner up here. Should we have a little look at the question mark?
I think you're already on your way down, mate.
Again, I'm just swaggering my way up there. Sorry, I just don't even.
Is there anything in the water?
So my stream window's being really jumpy, so I'm just going to give Roll20 a refresh on that one. Hopefully with the update to the dynamic lighting it'll be a little less intensive and it'll look a bit better. Again, up this one, so the sewer widens into a dome-shaped room and water drips in from a handful of openings in the ceiling and fills a shallow pool in the centre of the room. Water flows from the pool into the tunnel and out into the harbour. Again, nothing really of note in this one.
I guess there was nothing of note.
But why the question mark? I'm intrigued. Can we make some sort of search in this area?
Yep. So perception.
Does anyone else want to jump in on that as well? I don't know how good I am at this. Hang on.
God, I was too busy looking at the stonework.
Okay. There really is nothing significant in here.
It's just a question mark.
It's well, from looking at the map, the other locations, the other one you've just been to is, if I remember correctly, actually drawn on as a circle on the map, and you surmise that the question mark is probably just because whoever drew the map hadn't been down this way and didn't know what was here.
I surmise that the person that drew the map hadn't been down this way and thus hadn't drawn it as a circle. Onward.
I want to know who taught him surmise.
Who taught Solix the word surmise?
Yeah.
Solix thinks that surmise is 2 words. He thinks it's some eyes.
Okay, so don't forget now you are getting into uncharted territory. So take things slow while I catch up with you and where you're going. You can see off to the right there appears to be another of these circular shaped terminations.
Ingo, what do you think?
Do we want to bother looking, or just?
No,
You know what?
it's just
I'll
a
go.
room with water.
Third time lucky.
And I'll catch up.
Okay,
Right.
so this dome-shaped room holds a pool and water trickles in through many holes in the roof. In the centre of the pool is a pile of garbage and filthy cloth with a large depression in the middle. This depression is roughly 10 foot by 10 foot. Slime coats everything, including the walls around you, and the stench of rotting meat fills the air. If you wanted to...
I'm going to look up.
Okay. Solix, were you having a look around?
Solix is pretty sure then at this point that this looks like our tunnel troubler's nest. Would I be able to surmise that from
Yes.
from the location?
Yeah, so the size of it, the depression in the centre of this garbage pile, and having a quick cursory look at this garbage pile, it appears to be clothing and non-organic bits of possible in other travellers through this sewer. Ingo, looking up, you can't see anything up there. There's nothing dangling from the ceiling or anything that's dripping slime. Yeah, you're fairly certain this is where that tunnel terror has been making its lair, and this pile is probably the detritus from victims.
I would suggest that given how many victims have potentially been through here, there might be something of value here in this nest. So I would like to have a look at it, please.
Okay.
So I'm going to have a quick nose. And
Anybody who wants to have a look through can do.
What would you like us to roll for it?
Perception, please.
Perception, okie dokie.
That's 24.
Okay. So, Solix, you search through and you find various pieces of clothing, the odd bit of bone that hasn't been digested or hasn't been ingested, even. Ingo, while you're having a quick cursory look through, you hear a little jingle of metal, and you find a key.
Good at finding keys, me.
Yeah, you find a little ring of rusty iron keys.
Cool. I will keep said keys.
Okay. Make a note of Tunnel Terror Nest keys for me, just so we keep track of where these keys came from.
TTNK.
Okay.
Right, let's carry on. We've got Father the Master safe, lads. I forgot what we were here for a minute.
Agreeing spider noises.
Yeah, lad, we've got a fairly big decision to make. Do we go left or do we go straight on?
What? Let's look at the map. What's the map say?
We don't know. The map doesn't know what to do from here, I believe.
Oh no, it goes up around to a ladder. It looks like it's a square, so it's much of a muchness from what I can tell. So it doesn't matter which way we go around. I think we're going to get to the same place.
So as you come out of this little out to this little T-junction, and you're listening, you hear above this point, roughly where Galtar is, above is a narrow stone shaft about 20 feet tall. At the very top of the rocky chimney is a thick metal grate, and you can see a dim flicker of light through the iron bars. And it seems as if two figures are standing overhead in the torchlight. A conversation echoes down to where you stand, and somewhere in the distance you hear a man screaming in agony. Far more resilient than expected, my lord. He's refused to tell us anything about the Witchfire. Or, the speaker, who sounds familiar, is cut off by a man with a sepulchral voice. His gravelly baritone sends a chill down your back. The scorned pain-giver will loosen his tongue, and when you're done with him, I want his carcass hung from his own church steeple. See to it immediately, Sirac. We've wasted enough time with him already. The scorn is finishing up with another subject now, Majesty. I'll make sure the priest's interrogation is held next, answers the first speaker. Come find me when it's done. With that, the two men begin to move away.
Here, lads. I think we need to get a shift on. Sounds like the poor fellow's going to get a right pasting.
Alright.
Concerned spider noises.
Concerned spider noises. Can you articulate them for us, James? I think Discord didn't consider that voice and just muted you.
Probably not. Probably. Imagine a lot of throat noise.
Okay, where's everyone gone? Keeping track of everybody. So Galtar's already up that way. Tok is still way down the bottom. Are you still with us, Jace?
Yeah.
Lads. Sorry.
Found the ladder, lads.
Okay.
Lads, there's a ladder.
So you come to the bottom of a ladder that's probably about 20 feet tall. It's a sturdy ladder, and above you can see a heavy wooden trapdoor.
Should we see if anyone's home?
Hey, I understand you're an expert at opening doors. In fact, I understand you consult for some very important people about door opening processes. So this is probably
I've opened more doors than every mayor in the country. I'm a door opening machine. So I'll quite happily lead the way up if you want.
Okay. So Solix, you are going up first. Let's hope. Let me have a quick look at the dynamic lighting settings for this. Explorer mode. We can have daylight mode on this. So you can see a bit of light coming down the shaft. and let me get this ready for you. What am I looking for? Over here, wrong side of the page. Solix. So, as you make your way up, unfortunately I can't have a party on 2 different maps for this. So, the rest of the group may not see anything at this point. As you head up and swing open the heavy trapdoor, before you stares the surprised face of a guard sitting on the privy.
Oh. Toilet guard.
You have the jump on him. You have you have advantage on this, and you have the jump on him.
It's John Travolta. Do it.
Surprise round. What are you gonna do?
Sewage patrol.
So, so everything in me knows that Solix would just kill him dead.
Then do it.
Yeah, no, Solix would do that, and I have to go with what Solix would do, even though I am deeply, personally, against killing someone on the toilet. I think that there are limits. Solix doesn't care, but I just want everyone to know that personally, I take issue with this and what Solix is about to do. Solix is going to see him and let out a joyous laugh. Because Brucey bonus, and is gonna just battle axe this guy in the chops while he's on the toilet. And
okay, let me have a look at. So yeah, he is. That's hurt him, and now we're gonna roll some initiative. He is so he's still wearing his armor while he's on the privy, but he doesn't have any of his weapons, which is going to make this a little bit more tricky for him, I believe.
I can't see where my character is.
Click.
That's because you guys aren't there, which is the trouble with having you guys on different maps. Also, Solix would be plugging the. Solix is probably plugging the hole, so there's probably not a whole lot of.
I didn't click myself when I rolled it. I did know when I clicked but I rolled a crit for myself on initiative.
I mean that's good. So let's drop up turn order.
Do a dex roll for the spider because they would have faster initiative than me because it's dex, isn't it?
It is dex. You should on the spider one. Is there not a little dice next to it that says
in it?
So that is the initiative. When there is space for you guys, I will add you onto the map. But yeah, currently it's Solix on a 19.
I got a 22.16.
Cool. I'll try and keep an eye on those, and we'll add you guys.
I love that Solix critted on a 19.08, and he's still not the fastest.
So Solix, it's your turn again after your surprise round.
Okay, then much the same. We've swung one way, on the back we're swinging down again, and it's all just a bit of a brutal thing. But I'm not at advantage anymore, am I?
No, you're not.
And that's going to be rubbish.
Unfortunately, it is. And it's his turn. Unless any of you... D4 wouldn't have helped. Unless any of you down there want to do anything to Solix, who you can see. So if anybody's got any... buffs.
Solix, did you add damage, 1d4 damage to your?
I don't think it would have been enough on the hit roll.
You could have added it to the previous slashing damage though, when you actually hit with the advantage.
Yeah. Can I chuck that on?
Yeah, go for it.
Historically,
you can
indeed. It's
indeed.
going to be a whopping 3.
It's better than.
Thanks very much.
Better than a kick in the teeth. So
Yeah, absolutely.
we would actually have Galtar and Phineas. Phineas is a spider, so can't cast any spells anyway. Galtar, unless you've got anything that can buff Solix, then we'll skip over you. Yeah?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I could touch him and give him a tinkering, with a tinkering thing, but I
I
can't.
beg your. I beg
can't
your
touch his
pardon,
weapon.
sir.
You're going to climb up the ladder behind him and give him a tinkering.
I could, if I'm allowed to. I want to tinker behind him.
Yeah, you can do. It's a quirk of the rules. So you've got another tinkering die. You can only ever have one tinkering die at a time, which is why sort of Galtar has to wait for you to use it before he can give you another one.
And then give me another tinkering.
Yes.
I will give you another tinkering. If you need tinkering, you can see me.
Again, Tok, you can't see what's going on, but if you've got any, you're just waiting. Okay.
I can't do anything now, too.
It would be the guardsman. He's only got his fist, so he's going to try punching you. Which is this +2. Whoa! 24. A critical punch, which is going to do. How does that work then? Because they don't roll any dice for a punch. It's just 1
So
plus.
probably nothing.
It's 1 plus strength
two.
mod. No, so unarmed attacks are 1 plus strength mod, so we do 3 damage. But there's no dice to double for a crit, so
Yeah. Oh well.
3 damage.
Too bad. So sad.
He's feeling quite chuffed with himself at this point, though. It might mean he'll hang around and actually duke it out with you a bit.
He's done that thing though where he's punched Solix in the face, and Solix's face hasn't moved at all. It's just like his jaw's like wobbled, and it's like, and there's like saliva coming down his mouth, and it's just grazed him a little bit as he's punched because he's got a bit of armor he's caught him with, and Solix's face hasn't changed at all from the position that he's in. In fact, he just glances down because obviously this guy's been sitting on the toilet, so Solix just sort of glances down just to make him feel even more uncomfortable.
So he's currently stood up with his trousers still around his ankles, but ready to go.
But I mean, I commend his, you know.
Ingo,
his candor.
Ingo, your turn. Anything you want to do to aid Solix?
Nah. But I don't really know what's going on up there. You know what? I'm gonna cast this making farting noises. Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Okay. Solix, back to you then.
So, right, can we DM? Can we jump into some thematic? Take aside the rules slightly for a moment, and remember that I'm holding a battle axe. This guy doesn't have any weapons, and he's got his trousers down. So Solix wants to golf swing him.
Okay.
That's what Solix is going to do now. We're going to golf swing, but I want you to basically, you know, we're in a confined environment. I'm going to golf swing his nuts with a battle axe. We need you to. I need the acknowledgement that is. I'm going to have a hard time missing that. That's what.
Yeah, I mean, so
This is what Rule of Cool is for.
It is. If we ignore his chainmail at this point, then, and we just go off his dex for AC, I think that would make
because
the.
it is. Yeah, that is. I love the way you're thinking.
It is a hit.
You've got your 1d4 to add for damage.
And I'm going to tinker him, right? I'm going to pass on that tinkering for an additional one in the tinkle.
Anything else?
I mean, to be honest, that would have done me in. But I mean, if you know the fact that he's still going, I'm very pleased with him. He's a brave character.
We're all below you going. Oh no, we're not coming up there.
You know, he's just taking the battle axe to the giblets, and he's still going. So yeah, God love him.
He's a pooper trooper.
Yeah, no, it's a bit, to me, it's getting a bit Monty Python. Yeah, but it is only a flesh wound.
It is unfortunately one of the downsides of the D&D hit point system that you don't lose any ability until you get unconscious. But yeah, so he is still up. However, I am going to give him a Constitution save to be able to act his action this turn, because I mean we all know what it's like to be hit there, let alone by a trollkin with a battle axe.
With a battle axe, yeah. I mean, what we've done there is what we like to call the old trollkin castration surgery. That's it's a very
PCS.
It's a brutal thing, but it's an important part of the growing up.
The rite of passage for any trollkin boy.
I will pass this on to my superiors at work and see if we can get this added on to the NHS.
Probably wise, yeah.
I'm here for TCS treatment.
You absolutely hammer through appointments. You can do 25 an hour.
I think you should offer a 2 for 1.
Oh, I only get 1 free.
Right. Anybody then in the middle of the order? Who have we got? Would be Phineas and Galtar.
This little hand reaches around the back of Solix and goes, "Here, lad, have that." And he touches the tip of your weapon, and there's a little tingling that goes on.
Have a little tinkle.
You have. You've been tinkered with.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Oh, this toilet humour.
Can I go hug him like a backpack again?
How big is a giant wolf spider? Is it?
To be fair, they are a large creature, so probably not.
Are they large?
No, they're medium. They're medium.
And given how spiders can compress their bodies, you can crawl up past him into the
Oh,
privy.
that's really going to make this guy's day. Let's do that. And then I'm going to bite him if I may.
Sorry, yeah, I've got to. I realised it's on me to then drop you on the right place on the map. Where are we?
So you're crawling up past Solix, who's just hit this guy square in the Bon Jovis with a battle axe, and then a giant wolf spider is going to appear and bite him. This guy's having a bad day.
Okay, so yeah, you can have a bite. Oof. Oof. 5.
Very vulnerable spot, isn't it?
So taking the poison damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So he takes the 10 damage. He'll make the con save, or he'll attempt it. He'll fail it anyway. He's you've described that for me, James.
Please don't make me.
Come on.
No, it's just okay. So upward golf swing. I'll do it like this. Actually, it'll be much easier. Okay. So I saw Solix do an upward swing and thought this guy's definitely in trouble. So I jumped up in between Solix's legs. His wolf spider just jumps forward, and then obviously I am now face height to crotch, and the fangs just essentially the femoral artery is what we will say there. Right in the groin, and he definitely feels very, very poorly, very quickly. Good job he's on the toilet.
This is what it's like to live in Australia, people.
If we've got any Australians in the chat that want to confirm that. I mean, yeah. Oof.
R, you bet me.
No.
So, with that then, guys, I'll get him out of the way, and I will bring you all up into the privy. Galtar, Tok, and Ingo. So you can all just about squeeze in here before you go any further. There is a door to the north side of this room. What do you want to do?
I'm having music festival flashbacks last time there's just any of us in the portal.
This is very. Solix, do you want to open that door, please, mate?
Feels like a Tuesday.
Crack a window, lad.
As quickly as possible, because that lad there is a right mess, isn't he?
Where's the door? Is the toilet door to the north?
To the north,
So-
yeah. So you open the door, and
Yeah.
you are greeted with the view of a corridor. In this corridor, you have got directly ahead of you a series of metal bars. Bars across the room, but with a barred gate as well in it,
Yeah.
and then the same to your left down the corridor, and the same down to your right. You can just about from where you are see a little depression into the sort of on your left hand side, signifying some sort of corridor or entrance way down that way as well.
I think we need to go right, maybe.
We need to,
From where we
need
heard
to
those
check
screamings
everything
coming
out
from?
quickly. Yeah. Can we hear screaming?
Where do you think we can hear the screaming coming from?
Like it was like. Can we figure that out from where we are?
Hey, bear in mind the screaming will be the lad that's currently being tortured, not Father Dumas, who isn't being tortured.
So yeah, if you
I can't get the notes up. The map that we had.
okay.
Is it still useful?
So the map.
Oh, I got it. I found it.
Yeah, you should have the map should give you a bit more detail on this bit, as it's a known area to the guards. So Solix, from where you are, you can see you can see a bit further into this depression here. It appears to be a little corridor somewhere, and you've got locked gates ahead of you and to each side. Where are you going?
We know that depression's there. Solix is quite keen to get right on in and see what's going on. So, I don't know. So it's that kind of that urge. This is a door that you can't open. It's frustrating to it. So, what do you think, Ingo? Where are we going?
I'm gonna go following that map. I'm gonna go this way, left, lads.
Hey lads, has anyone read the notes on the bottom of this map we've been given? Don't try to leave the cell block, and don't let the guards sound the alarm. That's like telling you not to drink water because it's good for you. Honestly, I don't get that.
Can I try this door?
You can indeed.
I will use normal methods of door opening.
Which is just open the door.
Yeah, it works well for us.
Okay, bear with me a sec. Don't move. Don't move. What? I'm putting them on the dynamic lighting layer. I told you guys to tell me not to do that.
Then, oh dear.
Okay.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
3 guards sit around a crate playing a game of cards. When they see you, they leap to their feet. Roll initiative.
I'll close the door.
You close it. Well, roll initiative. We'll see if you.
So yeah.
New York.
Where is it? Turn order there. Has everyone rolled? No.
No, sorry, hang on.
Solix. Ingo, did you forget to click?
Well, no, I don't know what's going on today, but like I'll click my token, and if I click anything off it, it unselects it.
Right.
So
What did you roll?
14.12.
Okay, we got everybody. Just waiting on Solix. Oh,
I've just done it. I've done it, yeah.
You just didn't click your character, did you?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what's going on today then.
Yeah.
I'll stop blaming you guys. I'll blame roll. I'll blame roll 20. So first up, Galtar. You see the door open. You see 3 guardsmen begin to get to their feet.
I am going to. Do we want to use guns? And it's going to be quite loud, isn't it?
Got no option.
You think?
No, I'm
chatting
shooting.
away. Oh, okay. Hey, lad, duck.
Which one are you aiming for?
This one, fella.
Okay.
Just there.
Anything else?
No, I don't think so. No, I'm fine. Thank you very much for asking.
Okay. Phineas T. Wolf Spider.
Okay. I will skitter, move up the wall 5 foot, and then bite him.
Okay.
Nom, 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 nom.
Trying to bite into the top of him. He's got a helmet and shoulder pads on, and your teeth just crunch at the metal.
I tried.
Okay. The guy at the back takes a step backwards into the corner and pulls on a red cord in the corner.
That went well.
Tuck.
Right, time to shoot some people. Right, I can get to there in my movement. Hello, chaps. This one here is. Can I shoot round it? No, I'm going to shoot this one here.
You can shoot through Ingo space. People don't block line of sight.
I'll still shoot this one here.
Okay.
I don't want to kill him when Ingo's got Huzzah to go after him in a minute.
Huzzah was left in the graveyard.
Okay. Right, ignore that. I'll still go after the one with the spider hat.
Yep.
And I'm going to put on a brutal.
Okay.
So just to remind you, it adds an extra 2d6 and crit is a 19 under 20. Come on, please be good. Hold on, I need to know that down as well. Overpay it. 16.
A 16 is just a hit. Being careful not to shoot the spider hat. You do hit him for a...
For 23 damage in total.
Ouch.
Oh.
That was a serious hit.
Yeah.
Ingo.
That was a max damage roll.
I'm going to go into this guy. And I may not have Huzzah, but what I do have is not on my character sheet. Alright. I got my mace from... You remember I picked up a spinning mace thing?
Yes.
Not player.
Yes, the Mechanoflail. So you haven't figured out how to use it properly, but you can use it as a Morning Star, effectively.
So can I still just use my rapier's...
no, because it would be strength.
Okay.
So, what's your strength
just
modifier?
roll 0.
An 18 will still hit. Are you proficient in?
I was thinking he would be, wouldn't he? Because he's that combat bard.
Are you proficient in martial weapons?
I am.
Yeah. So so that's 20 because you're proficient in it. So yeah, that's definitely a hit. So it's what's the Morningstar's D8, I think. So this won't have any pluses. So it's just straight D8 damage.
I'll take it. It's more than Huzzah ever does.
You got a point. Okay, Solix, your turn.
So we're going to run down, I guess, then. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I guess I can get as far as here. So
Yep.
I can't go all the way into combat, but that's as far as I can go. I guess I will dash the rest of the way so that I can get to here.
Okay. Constable that Ingo has just bashed is going to snatch up his halberd and swing back.
Oh, and fail.
And fail miserably. The one on the other side is going to try and poke the spider off his head with his halberd. I think that one hits. And we're back to the top of the order. Galta.
Right, so I'm going to enter through the door, and I'm going to attempt to shoot this guy.
Okay.
With Mig. I've got the ranges on here for my carbine. Am I using my carbine at that range, or do I go switch to my rivet?
Your carbine's better damage, and yes, you can use it at that range. It's going to be...
No, I can't.
No, you can't. So your range is actually, if you look at your attack roll there, it says 5150. That's your ranges.
Yes, on the attack roll. Yes. Okay.
However, the 5 does miss. The wolf spider.
Nom again. This time. Nope.
No. You know what, I'm going to give you advantage on that. Solix is you're mobbing them and you're above him. I'm going to give you advantage on that one.
Thank you.
So 7. He succumbs to the poison. It doesn't matter. If poison damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable but poisoned even after regaining hit points and is paralyzed.
Wouldn't that be for a player character more than a
well, yes. It means he's not dead.
Spider, yo.
It means he's not dead as such. He would survive the encounter, but yeah, for the purposes of actual combat, yeah, he's gone. It's the constable in the corner. He's going to step into Solix then, snatching up his halberd on the way through. 14 is, I believe, not going to hit, though, is it?
Not going to do it.
Okay. Talk.
Right, can I shoot any of these?
They're
safely?
in melee. I don't normally do hitting friendlies because I think PvP sucks. So there
Right,
isn't
so
that hanging over you.
What I will do is I'll have 10. I can get to here.
Yep.
Still not get an opportunity to attack against him. I'm going to shoot this one here.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to be in disadvantage. Let's have a go at what else we can do. I'm going to go for a brutal again.
Okay.
Because why not? Please be kind.
Yep.
So now I do 4d6 as well.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
It's not as good. It's only 23 damage again.
Only 23.
Yeah, but considering it could have been
A lot.
hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
10. I mean, maximum roll could have been 48 damage. But
Yeah,
I'll take 23.
And that's everything. Bonus action reload.
Bonus action, sharpen my gun, yeah.
Yep. Ingo.
It's some more boshing type.
That's gonna be a hit with your proficiency.
Hey, D8 wasn't it?
Yes. A heap more. Getting pretty good with this thing. And
Ooh, if I can only work out how to use it.
Solix.
Great. So I've got this guy stood next to me. I've got my trusty battle axe. Let's make the two come together.
Which one are you attacking?
This one.
You've got a tinkering die left.
I've got a tink. I'm gonna drop a quick tink.
That'll do it.
Oh,
That extra bit of sharpness that Galtar applied to the end of your axe paid off
to the tip of my
to the
axe,
tip,
Yeah.
cutting through the guardsman. It is, or it would have been him, but he's dead. It would have been him, but he's dead. Galtar.
Right. Okay, so he's going to step round to the side here, and he's going to heft his jack wrench up and swing it in a big arc at this guy's head. Here you go, lad. Try this.
Okay, and 19 is definitely enough to hit him. It's not quite enough to take him out, but that heavy blow has put him on his last legs. And it's the wolf spider.
Dum dum dum. Crawling along the wall, crawling along the wall, crawling along the wall. Pounce and attack.
Okay.
Or just move on to the floor and attack. One of the two.
Pounce is better.
Yeah, it is. Nom.
That'll do it. Well, the 2, even without the poison, the 2's enough and takes him down. Okay, so your 3 watchmen in this room are dealt with. Is there anything else in here that you can quickly see?
Did he pull the alarm, did you say?
He pulled a red rope in the corner, yes.
Right.
I'll shut
Ingo,
the door, though.
Ingo, why don't you just disguise yourself and just say it was a false alarm?
Yeah, I'm going to shut the door. And then look at the body and cast just on myself.
Cast disguise self, yeah?
Yeah. So I'll just put it just for making myself look like one of them. There you go. And I'm just
solid.
right, if I hear a knock on the door, I'm going to answer it and just tell them, well, no, he fell over. Right. That's what he sounded like, apparently.
How long would it take me to wrap them in web and hang them upside down for them to see?
I haven't the foggiest.
Okay.
Based upon my only visual evidence of a spider wrapping a humanoid being Lord of the Rings.
Seconds.
No, I mean, it takes a bit longer than that. It's probably about a minute at least per thing. Okay, so what's the plan? Are you just waiting in the room?
I guess. Next to door shut.
Here, lad.
So
Go.
Solix is gonna look at everyone in turn, one at a time, nod, and then say, "Everyone, wait here." And then he's gonna walk out the door and shut the door behind him.
Okay.
Okay.
You hear Solix's footsteps going down the corridor, and through the door you can just about make out the clanging of keys against iron, and a rather large number of boot steps encroaching. And Solix gives this almighty roar, and you hear him charge.
What? I suddenly don't know what to do.
I don't know how to react to that.
And Phineas would skitter on out, surely. We wouldn't let him do that.
I'm looking at Ingo.
I'm wondering if it's one of these situations where if he's... Are you changing character, Tom? Right, in that case, skitter. I scratch at the door. I'm like, let me out. I'm a
Let's go.
spider. Doors are hard for me.
Open the door and start running out.
Okay. So, as you look out, the door, the gateway over here, the barred gateway, you can see there's a prone constable on the other side of it. It appears to have been the gate itself appears to have been jammed shut from the other side. And nothing else appears to have changed at this point.
Solix anywhere to be seen.
Not that you can see now.
This is the first time in a long time where I've been freaked out in a game.
Panic spider noises.
Yeah, lad, start looking down there through the bars. See if you can see him. Something's very wrong here.
Hey.
Can we see anything through the bars? Are any of the doors open?
So you can see, Galta, where you are, you can see a keyhole in that, like a keyhole in a door shape section that would move within that section of bars. You guys can see the same in the one by the stairs. But as you get to that one, Tok and Ingo, you can see through there's a few more bodies. You can sort of see a pair of feet stuck round a corner. You surmise that Solix has probably gone that way, and he's... You don't know whether he's sacrificed himself, but he's at this point he's taken the imminent threat of reinforcements away.
What? We need to go look after this one. He may have the body of an adult, but he's got a brain of a child. Who needs protecting.
No, about this father, Dumas, lad. I think we need to, we need to make sure he's okay as well.
I mean, we need to look after our own first. Father Dumas has been a treasure to us, but Solix has been a door opener. Am I able to pick the lock? Is the door locked? Is the gate locked?
You haven't tried?
I will try the door the normal way.
The Solix one.
Okay.
Well, no, because I'd be like a fly hitting the windshield, wouldn't it?
Yep, just a sec. Yeah, so you try to open the door and something's jamming it. You're not sure whether it's the prone watchman, the prone constable on the other side, or whether something's got in the mechanism, but you don't seem to be able to make it.
Right, I'm gonna go to this door over here. Then I'm just, I'm lost. I'm gonna open this one. Can I try?
You can try. It doesn't open.
Can I go? I have keys and attempt one of the keys that I found.
You do have keys.
Before.
Roll me a D2. There are 2 keys on the ring. Roll me a D2 or a D4 and halve it, or odds and evens. I don't mind which.
I rolled that, and it's an odd.
Okay, the first key you put in, it fits in the lock, but it doesn't turn the lock.
I'll attempt the other one.
Okay, fits in, and this one does turn, and click, unlocks the door. The gate is now open.
But I know it's Solix, and we need him, but other appointments right now. Where I'm sure he'll meet. I'm sure he'll meet us there, and I can't walk through this door.
Okay. Oh yeah, I need to move out of the way. Bear with me. Dynamic lighting. Don't draw more things. Whoops, sorry. Supposed to be moving the door out of the way, not drawing more doors. There we go. Annoyingly, the only way to make like a grate on the thingy is to make it out of lots of tiny little lines. You can't make a partially see-through line. Let's just group it to make that easier. So we'll shift that out of the way. You guys should now be able to walk through that one.
And I'm just gonna. Well,
Okay.
I seem to have messed it up. So.
Your audio and your video is a little bit choppy, Owen.
Oh, is it? Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna have to do something very quickly. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Change suppliers.
Yeah, that's not a quick process. So as you come around this corner, you start to see a corridor in front of you. Phineas, there to your right, you can see a cell door. The door to this cell stands ajar.
I will look in.
You look in. There is nothing inside but a filthy pile of straw. Let me.
We'll carry on.
There we go. So yeah, things are a bit choppy at the minute, but we'll get there. So the next one down, 13. Okay. You can see. So these doors are like they're solid wood, but in the middle they've got the porthole with bars across, so you can see through the door and see who's inside without actually opening the door. And this cell holds a haggard-looking man dressed in fine but now filthy clothes. He sits in a pile of straw that passes for a bed, squinting at the light from the doorway. Who are you? What's going on?
Yeah, lad, what's your name?
What? My name is Merwin. Merwin.
And why are you here?
Well, everything
Barton?
went Pete Tong when he came to town, didn't it?
Who's Pete Tong?
You never heard that expression? Everything went wrong. Everything went wrong.
Right.
Well, we'll come back for you, lad. Sit tight. It's not the one we want.
Come on, get me out. Let me out. I can make my own way out. You just got to open the door.
No, give the game away. Someone will spot him. We've already got one of our lads running around. We don't need him causing more trouble.
Okay. Bear with me a sec.
Hopefully things will be better now.
It's sort of... Oh, I'm on the wrong layer again. It's sort of picked up again as you headed off, but yeah, we'll see. Don't go any further yet, Galta. Go back to that corner you were at.
Okay. Where's your steam pad on when you need it?
So, as you come to this corner here, Galtar, you can see around the corner a gleaming metal table stands in the centre of this room. Chained to it is the still form of a human who has apparently been flayed alive. Bright blood runs across the metal surface down to a drain in the stone floor beneath. An inquisitor stands by the body making notes in a small brass-bound book. Standing across the table is some kind of humanoid you've never seen before. A pale being over 7 feet tall, with harsh, angular features and wide shoulders. The being is cleaning the gore from a set of black metal tools, some of which are being heated in a small brass brazier. The seemingly well-equipped room features an iron maiden, a rack, and an impressive array of barbed lashes artfully arranged on a wooden stand.
Galtar's going to look back at Tok, and he's going to point to his carbine, and he's going to point to the corner, and he's going to give 2, and then thumbs up.
Yeah. I think I know what you mean, but yeah.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can hit the big 7 foot tall fella.
Okay. So I'm going to roll initiative, and then we'll do your surprise round as part of that. So,
Okay. My initiative rolls tonight are absolute diabolical.
Are those damage rolls, though?
Oh,
I mean, yeah, they make up for it.
So, for you. And for you. There we are. Is everybody on the initiative order? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on. I did that wrong that time. So the scorn should be 7.12.
Scorn.
And he should be 14.17. Okay. Going from the top. Phineas, are you acting before them? Are you doing anything in the surprise round?
No. I am also surprised.
Okay. It is the Inquisitor's turn, which means during the surprise round he doesn't get to act, but he now gets his reaction during this round if he has anything to do with it. Ingo, are you doing anything before the scuffle kicks off?
No, I'm surprised as well.
Okay. Tok, take it away.
Right. I don't know Right, I'm going to use my surprise round to do not shoot him, just because I want to make sure I can kill him quickly. So I'm going to cast as a cantrip True Strike.
Okay.
So I pointed him.
At who?
And
The Inquisitor or
the Scorn Warrior, the
Okay.
big tall bloke.
Yep.
And my next turn, I get advantage.
Okay.
There we go, you. And that's it.
Okay.
You Hulk Hogan him.
Galtar.
Brother! You dirty murdering slime. And he's going to open up on the I presume this is the tall fella, isn't it?
Yeah, the 7 foot tall humanoid is this one.
Okay, still a normal shot. And
is not a hit. Well, it hits, but it bounces off of his armor, unfortunately.
okay.
It's the Scorn's turn. It's the surprise round, so he's now got his reaction. And back to the top, Phineas.
Hello. Okay, I move forward. I still. Are they really far away? Because I can't see anyone yet.
So
Oh, they're over there. Hello.
One thing I realised, I think I need to tweak this map, is going through some of the early Witchfire Trilogy maps. The squares were the squares on the map were 10 feet, and then it stopped saying what they were, and some of them made sense to be 10 feet, and some of them didn't. And I think this one is actually supposed to be squares were 5 feet. So let me just make a tweak to this. If I go 2 to there, so ranges are going to be a bit different now, and then make everybody a bit bigger.
Ugh.
Yeah, just bear with me while I do it. It's going to be a little bit awkward now, but
Galtar, have you put weight on?
Hey,
Fat
this
lump.
backpack adds £10, you know, and I'm carrying 12 of them.
So rather than tweaking the map, I've just changed the cell size. It should now give ranges accurately, even if the map is a little like off center. But it's frustrating with some of these maps because you've got a door and a corridor halfway between two squares, so it makes it a bit awkward. But I think you're right. I think the ranges are better and the sizes are better with the map being this size. So with that in mind, then we'll go back to Phineas, and you can like remeasure where you were going. So you've only moved about 10 feet so far.
I can no longer move at all for some reason.
You're probably stuck in a wall.
Thank you. Okay, so that was what, 10, 15, 20,
I'm
30,
stuck in a wall as well.
Yeah.
35.
Awesome. I'll get you out of walls when it's your turn, so you can move, and we'll figure it out. And attack, yeah?
Yeah.
Again, your bite just crunches onto his armour. He's wearing some sort of exotic splint type armour. Appears to be lacquered, but it's as hard as splint armour would be. Okay, the Inquisitor is going to... So he's going to head this way. And then, what's he got? Where's his character sheet gone? He doesn't have any guns, so he's not going to do that. He's going to step in, actually, and have a swing at the wolf spider. Is that a miss?
It is, yeah.
Ooh, okay. Ingo, your turn. Are you stuck in a wall? Yeah. Okay, let me just go... is it even going to work? No, it's probably not going to work. So, where are you? Do you want to come into the room?
I can't see what's going on, so...
Okay. Let's put you
yeah,
there.
that's what I want to do. Cool. So I'll get there.
You've moved 10 feet, and you can carry on moving from there.
And I'll run in, like, going, sir, because I've guessed like one of them. 10. Sorry, I got to do the maths again.
So you went 5, 10. So there would be 15, 20.
Yeah.
25, 30.
Cool. Running like, sir, and then I'm gonna hit him anyway.
Okay. With the mace.
Yeah.
Okay.
The new
One big
greatest
bonk.
weapon in history. That's
Unfortunately, that is gonna be a miss.
I got my shield out as well, by the way, because I have that and I remembered now.
Okay. Tok,
Can you unplug me from the wall, please?
I
sir?
can. Where would you like to go? Would you like to go
I would.
about
I
there?
would like to try and get. Yeah, I mean, I was going to move to about here,
Yep, I can do that. So up like that.
there, and then I'm going to shoot at the Scorn warrior with advantage.
Indeed, you are.
And I'm going to pile in as well a level 1 spell slot, but it's going to be for one of the wild shots, which adds a bit of funkiness to it.
Okay. Because this is Order of the Lone Gun, is it?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's I shoot and then I'll roll a d8 and then it adds 1d8 of what that d8 damage is.
Okay.
That's basically it. So I will shoot first because I might still miss. Not gonna miss.
Nope, not going to miss. So, ooh,
Right.
16 damage so far.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be number two. Number two, coming number 2. It's cold damage.
Okay.
So we're gonna do 3 more cold damage, so 19 damage in total.
Okay. That's a
And then
solid hit.
Bonus action reload.
Okay, Galtar.
So Galtar's going to put his shield in front of him, hold his wrench above his head. He's going to charge forward, screaming, "Come here, you son of a rodent!" And he's going to charge into this chap here
Okay.
and swing with his wrench for it.
You connect. It's a bit of a glancing blow. It doesn't do a massive amount of damage, but you definitely connect. Okay. Anything else? Any bonus?
Just worried at the fact you said glancing blow.
It's only because you only did 5 damage.
Okay.
It didn't feel like it did a large percentage of his health. That's all.
I was just hoping that, it's like 1% we're in deep trouble. Okay, lad. No, I'm fine.
Okay. It's the Scorn's turn to fight back. Now I think I need to tweak his weapon slightly. He uses a spiked chain, which I don't think is a 5th edition weapon. So basically, he's wielding his torturer's implements at you.
Inky.
Oh, yep. And 2d. So yeah, 2d4 piercing, finesse, reach, 2-handed. Fantastic. So he can use his dex or his strength. I always forget that finesse is either. It's not just you use your dex for a melee. So he is actually going to be swinging. I'll roll his longsword to hit because it'll be the same to hit roll. A 12 against. It's going to have to be Galtar, I think. 12, does that hit?
No, lad.
Okay. So he misses with that. Fantastic. Moving on. The wolf spider.
Oh, wow, let's try this again. Biting is difficult.
Against
But while I'm still a spider, I'm gonna bite. Ah, man.
Okay. The Inquisitor versus the wolf spider. That's going to hit.
Yeah. Okay. Let me do some math. That's 20 total.
Yep.
So 16 So 9 of that temporary from my normal form, which is now back.
Okay.
And what was left over? 9 plus 4 is 13. 7 to me.
7 off Phineas. Okay.
That was quite owie.
Yeah, it was a little bit. Ingo, your turn.
Right. I'm getting my bagpipes. Oh, I'm getting my bagpipes on the go. I'm going to give Tok a bit of bardic inspiration, first of all. So have fun with that. I'm
You
going
see
to be...
Galthar cheers up when he hears the music. He's like, "Oh, lad, it's like being at home."
Oh, do they play him in Liverpool?
And then I will... Sorry, I just want to make sure... Yeah. On the big bloke, I'm going to attempt some of this.
Ooh, okay. Wisdom save?
Yep.
That was... Ooh! He is not wise, so 3d6 psychic damage. Ouch! He falls, clutching his head. And expires.
Awesome.
I was just thinking he had to run away afterwards and everyone could hit him, but nah. Don't need that, do you?
No. Anything else? Oh no, that
that's
was
me all done.
No, it's Bardic's already done, isn't it? Tok?
Yeah.
Right then, feeling inspired by some lovely bagpipe music, I'm going to shoot the this bloke here
Okay.
because I'm concerned that he's got thingy. What's his name? The big bloke, Solix. He's been gone for 10 minutes. I forgot his name already. Oh, hold on. He's going to roll advantage. No, normal. 24 to hit.
24.
Yeah, we're ignoring we're not going to go for the crit.
Okay.
And then 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Can I add the bardic inspiration to my damage as well, can't I?
You can, yeah.
Is it D4?
D6.
Pog. 3. So 11. It's still 11 damage. Because Tok needs more damage in his rolls, apparently.
Okay. Galta.
I'm gonna sneer as this big fella drops to the floor and say, "You're next, lad," and smack him with my jack wrench again.
It's a hit. Does the job. Score Murray is gone. Phineas. I think I've put you in the
now
right.
I'm back in my usual form. I can stutter and stumble like normal. Okay, so this time I'm just going to scream, "Where's Solix?" as I swing my quarterstaff.
That's a solid hit. And it's his turn. Ooh, he is going to go for... No, he's not. He's going to he's gonna stab Phineas, because that hurt. Yeah, he's going to stab Phineas. Would have hurt, but he's missed. He's then going to use his cunning action to disengage with his bonus. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get himself just heading around that corner. I can't quite put him where I want to put him because of the way the corridors have ended up having rescaled the map. So, brain working. Ingo, your turn.
Still see him?
Yeah, you can still see him. He hasn't quite disappeared around the corner yet. Can you still see him on the map?
Yes, I can, yeah. So, because everything's a bit bigger.
Yeah.
So I can go... I can't tell you. 1, 2, 20, 25. Get down. Try and hit him.
Yeah, you can.
Why not?
Come on, boss, take him in.
20.
Here's a hit. D8 for damage. And it's enough. As he is making a run for it, Ingo chases him down, and swings the flail around, taking his legs out as he falls with a sickening crunch to the floor. And with that, guys, at 10 o'clock, we are going to break for our 10-minute break. I'm going to do my best to adjust the map properly so that people can actually move around on it. And we'll see you guys back in 10 minutes. Thank you very much for sticking with us, guys. I'll see you shortly.
See you soon.
Ciao.
welcome back, everyone. Thanks for bearing with us. For those of you who noticed that Tom's camera is down, Tom is having a little bit of time, and he will hopefully be back with us towards the end of the session. And we will crack on. Let me unmute the rest of them, double check everybody's audio is still working. Go down the line, Mark.
Yep, good.
Owen.
I'm here.
Jace.
Yeah, I'm alright. How's it going?
And James.
Hello, everybody.
Awesome. We are back online and ready to go. You have literally just finished off the last of the Inquisitor, or the Inquisitor. Looking around you, this appears to be a torture chamber, and there is a poor soul on the rack. You surmise that this is probably the poor soul whose screams you heard earlier.
Can I, the guy I just killed in front of me?
Yep.
Can I have a quick search of him, see if I can find keys or anything?
You can indeed. Make a perception check. Yeah, you find a ring of
19.
keys.
Awesome. And then upon finding them, I'll go back to the group and be like, guys, I found some keys. Let's find him, shall we?
Yeah, let's keep on looking.
Hey, Galta, you're looking a bit worse for wear. Do you want some help with that?
Hey, lad, if you can patch up a couple of the wounds and just, soak that massive tear in your right shoulder, it'll help immensely.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it is my role, but this does hurt like heck. So here you go.
No, lad. No, that's a really good job. Well done. I'm feeling a little bit better for that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
While they were doing that, I'm going to look at my flail and see if I can figure out how it functions.
You come very swiftly to the conclusion that this is going to take longer than a momentary look. And maybe the next time you have a rest, you can probably study it and figure it out.
Cool. Okay. I wish I knew how this worked properly and carry on with my day.
Just pointed at someone and fire.
Can I go over to the body on the rack and I'm able to shut their eyes? Their eyes shut already?
They don't have any eyelids left.
Oh.
I'm just going to take a bit of cloth or something, maybe rip it off one of the two dead bodies and drape it over his eyes and say, lad, go to sleep now. Meet
Okay.
the ancestors.
So you had the corridor you came down. You passed two more cells as you diverted into this torture chamber that you could look in, and then you can see there are some more on the right as well.
Yeah. Come on, lads, we need to get this done.
Right. Let's go through. Do you two of you want to go up the one way, and two of us can go up this way?
Yeah, I'll go with Galta.
Cool. Phineas.
Are
You
we
were born-
dimly lit hallway now, or is it still pitch black? Because I'm back to being me.
No, so this area is lit. This area is actually lit, so you're fine.
So, yeah, where are we going? Which way?
Beware of trip hazards.
So it looks like Tok and Galtar have gone left, and Phineas and Ingo are going right. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll focus on Tok and Galtar to start with. Tok, you've gone back up to the cell with the haggard man in that you've walked past before. Do you want to do anything with him, or are you going to leave him for a minute?
I'll go. Do you know where they hold the main people, the big, important prisoners?
Well, surely on this level. I mean, I'm an important prisoner.
Who are you?
Merwin Gertens.
Who?
Make
Gertens.
a what we got? History check.
-1 to it. Oh.
It's a name. It's a name you probably would have heard of, being not from a particularly affluent group. So the Gertens family is one of the crime. So the Gertens family is a crime syndicate. There isn't one. So where traditional D&D might have a singular thieves guild for a city, within Corvus there are 3 gangs vying for control. historically the Girtons were the biggest. They've lost ground more recently to other upstart gangs, but they are a prominent crime family within Corvus.
Right. So do you know where Father Dumas has been held?
From conversations I've been overhearing, I think he's on this level.
Right, okay, we'll keep looking. Thank you very much, Martin Curtains.
You going to let me out? I mean, if you let me out,
I've got no keys on me.
if you can get me out, if you can find the keys, I'm sure that horrible Inquisitor will have some. If you can get me out, I'll owe you a favour.
Right, hold on. Can I run round? I'm not going to move, but can I run round to Ingo and say, "Can I just borrow the keys a second and leg it back down there and lock it and then leg it back up?"
Yes.
Yes. I will unlock the door from Martin Curtains.
Okay.
Because we have a habit of calling people the wrong name.
You do indeed.
Fuck.
He sort of fake
I
bows
my
and
hand around a gun, by the way.
he fake bows and scrapes in the most sort of fake way possible, but you can see he's genuinely grateful that you've let him out. Now, how did you guys get in? How's a safe way out?
If you climb down the toilet.
Down the toilet?
Yes, if you go down the dunny, you land in the sewers, and I'll sort of, from memory, guide him the opposite way of what we've come. So if you go down there, pretend you go to the toilet, slide down the hole, and then do the old.
He looks you up
turn right.
He looks you up and down and sees that you're being serious and says, "I suppose I've been in worse. Much appreciated."
Go down the loo, then it should be the trapdoor.
Much appreciated.
Would he rather be stuck in here, or would he rather be in a sewer?
No. I am very grateful. I will make my leave. Please, if you need anything, I owe you. A favour is yours.
Right. That's fine. Once we've got all this situation cleared out, I will call on that favour. But look after yourself.
Okay. Galtar, you look through, and this one is empty like the first one.
No, lad. Okay. Right, this one.
And the last one, as the door... I'm assuming you're passing the keys around to make this easier. As the door swings open, a terrible stench assaults you. Lying in the middle of the stone floor is a rotting corpse, bloated with decay gases. A few rats nibble at the body and ignore you.
Yeah, I think I'll close the door. I don't think... no, it's not for me.
Okay. Moving over to the other side. You guys starting at 17?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before you lies the prostrate form of Father Dumas. His once fine clerical robes are now filthy and bloody, but he raises his head and looks up with defiance in his eyes. After a moment he recognises you, smiles, and says weakly, "My friends, I knew you'd come." The prelate sits up, slowed by the chains binding his hands and feet. "Did you find my niece? How is she?"
She's fine, mate. We need to get you out of here first, though.
She's all right, mate. Yeah, well, she was fine last time we saw her falling off a cliff, but other than that, she is A-okay, Pandora. How are you doing?
I've been better, but I've endured worse.
Yeah. So we've never been near a cliff. Come on, we need to get you out of here and then unlock it.
Yep, you can unlock the manacles. As you help him up, I assume you help him up.
Oh yeah.
He says, "Please, you must free as many as you can from this awful dungeon. The regime, Vinter and his men, his inquisitors, they will kill all of them in here. You must do something for them."
I hear you. And then I'm going to go up to the next one.
Okay.
Is there anyone in there?
Yes. A man lies in a filthy ball of straw. A A man lies in the filthy straw, curled into a ball. He is crying like a baby, and his whole body shakes as he sobs. When he hears you enter, he recoils in fear and crawls away. "Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!" he yelps, choking back his tears.
I'll extend a hand to him and say, "I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you. The revolution has begun." And
Oh, wow, we're doing revolutions now? Okay, yeah. Cool.
Just see if anyone gets the reference that I'm making right there.
What? Nope. Oh, wait. Nope. Maybe.
Fable?
Or Ragnarok.
V for Vendetta?
Or Ragnarok.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh, the famous liberation film Thor Ragnarok, yes.
Yeah.
The revolution has begun.
There you go. It needed Cork's voice.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
You just hear talk in the background going, "I dreamed a dream of time gone by."
Okay. Are you letting him out?
In my head now, Jay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you let him up, he scrapes around in the straw and pulls out a very dirty but very recognisable tricorn hat that he sort of perches on his head, and identifies him as a tax collector.
Oh, shut the door.
I'll say to him, it's like, "Remember, I freed you. Ain't no paying no taxes here now." No, not. I don't know what just happened there.
He tips his
What happened to my brain?
he tips his tricorn to you. He tips his tricorn to you and says, "I will remember. I will remember this. Yes, thank you." And he bows and scrapes. This time a lot less fake than Tox's experience. Okay. Anything else?
You all know who the real criminal is here.
So is Pandor coming with us?
I assumed you're sort of helping him along.
Carrying him.
Yeah.
Anyone in 12?
12 is another empty cell.
I won't tell that cell it's the revolution. Ooh, there's a door on the left.
There is a door on the left.
There might be people in there that needs help. So I'm gonna open the door. Oh, I'll listen first, actually.
Okay. Make a perception check.
It went so well last time that I'm gonna actually listen. 17.
Okay. Zoom in. My lines are too thin. My mouse can't move them. There we go. Oh, sorry. You're listening. You can't hear anything inside. There doesn't appear to be any movement or noise inside.
Okay, I'll attempt to open it.
Okay. The door opens. Absolutely fine. You have found piles of coarse blankets and sacks of mouldy food are piled in this room. A large tub of water sits near the door.
Okay, this room doesn't seem particularly useful. Just like, there's nothing in there, guys.
Yeah, move on, lad. Move on.
Okay.
Anyone in this one?
In 15. Yep. So, 15. You open the door and see a stern-looking woman standing up to meet you. "It's about time," she says, stepping forward. "How long were you people planning on keeping me here?"
Guys, we don't need to open this one. Carry on.
You've already opened it and she's marching out.
No, I didn't open it. I went to see if there was anyone in there. I'm not going to open empty doors.
Are you seriously leaving her in there?
I'll unlock it and let her out. But like, next time you're being saved, maybe be thankful.
You can tell just from looking at her and the way she's holding herself that she's aristocracy, she's nobility, she thinks she's above everybody else. However, you also realise that this could be a powerful ally in the future.
Do you want my cards? Do you want my cards?
Making your way around then?
Yeah.
You come up to the other side of the lock grate, just like it was before.
I'm going to put 2 and 2 together and try the other key, the one that didn't work in this.
It goes in but doesn't turn.
Oh, can I try the one I used last time?
Yeah, it goes in, turns, and unlocks it.
Oh, well, these doors are confusing.
I mean, that's efficient use of keys. That is. I mean, imagine the keychain if they had to have a different key for every single door. It would be a nightmare.
I feel like.
Answer.
Right, they told us not to, like, on the note it says don't leave via that way, so we need to go back through the sewers.
What
Is
about
that right, group?
Solix?
Yes.
Yeah, lad, what about Solix?
So, as you get back to this point here, you start to hear a commotion higher up the stairs, and you hear a familiar voice. Are you with us, Tom?
Sorry.
So you hear Solix running down, shouting, and Tom will repeat this in a nice voice in a minute. I've held them off as long as I can. Bale, get out!
Yeah.
So you'll say that, but also, please tell me you found the bishop. Please tell me you found the bishop. And he's sort of running down.
Yeah, lad. Yeah, we did.
So
We found him. We'll meet you at the special place.
As Solix rounds the corner, you notice a few things are missing from Solix. Firstly, he's no longer wielding his axe. That got lost somewhere along the way. And the other side of him looks decidedly lighter as well, as he's no longer wielding a shield on his arm and also no longer has a lower arm. Solix's shield arm has been sliced off at the elbow. He's clutching the stump as he's running back, but his troll blood healing has already started to seal over the end of it, his accelerated healing. And he is running full tilt down these stairs at you. If you get in his way, nothing is going to stop it.
It's the boulder from the Temple of Doom scene is basically
Yes.
what's going on right now. Yeah.
He's in a trollkin frenzy.
As he runs down and I see his arm, I go, "Don't worry, we'll stump up for a new shield."
I'm gonna start leaving through the toilet.
He's harmless, don't worry about it. Right.
So, he's super pleased to see him and lets him charge on, but it's like, he'll be fine.
I'm going to take rear, and I'm going to back with my shield up just in case anything comes towards us. But I'm going to follow them to the dunny.
So, to move on from there, you make your way back out through the sewers. I'm going to flip everybody back onto the map of Corvus.
Hey, he's got a compass.
Yes, because over the course of the last week, while I've been prepping more and more stuff and reading through this book, and it keeps referencing the North Gate and the East Gate, I'm like, I know this map's on its side, but it's so difficult. Even if you know which way north is, it's so difficult to visualise where they're talking about, unless there's actually a compass on the map. So I added one. So you're coming out from the courthouse sewers down here into your boat, and you are making your way across to... Are you making your way to the church? As
Yes.
Father Damas sees which way you start to go, he says, No, we can't go there. They'll look for us there.
Where is the dressing, Father?
I have an old friend. His name is Kurgan, Captain Kurgan. He runs a bit of an odds and sods emporium over at the docks. It's a safe place. He'll hide me away.
Right, we'll take you there.
So you still under the cover of night. You row your way over to the docks, and I'm eager to show off the maps I've spent the last couple of weeks making. So,
Pretty.
you make
I
your way
would
over
like
to
to
the
go
docks
to
here.
that vintage church bar. Sorry.
Say again.
I would like to go back to that vintage church hipster bar. Is that still a no?
Yeah.
So you this here, you row up into the docks, pulling your boat up to get not that boat.
I wanted the big one.
And Captain Kurgan's, you can see in the dark, a light over the door is this building up here. To which Father Damas motions you You help him up. Anybody else who's on your boat has scarpered, has gone their own way. You didn't even see Gertens. He disappeared before you got out. Yep, him. And you knock on the door, and after a minute or two, you hear a noise inside, and this big, burly man covered in tattoos comes to the door and opens it a crack, and seeing Father Dumas in the state he's in, just swings the door open straight away and ushers you straight into the shop.
Thanks, laddie. I think he needs a tot.
I will. I'll look after him. He'll be safe here. I've got some rooms upstairs that are just storerooms, but we can make him comfortable and keep him hidden. I'd feared the worst when I heard what went down up at the church. You must head off for the night. Come back and speak to him tomorrow. I'm sure he'll need to speak to you, but leave him with me for the night and head off on your own. Otherwise, I'm sure we'll raise suspicions if you're seen around here at this time of night.
Aye. Solix, we need to look at your arm, lad. Get it sorted out.
It's the cat. It's like, what is wrong with you? I need to hold this because he's gonna knock the water over because he's being one of them. Solix looks pretty like though is clearly in quite a lot of pain. Is like, honestly, don't worry about it. You know us, Trollkin. This thing's coming back in no time. Just, I might need someone to hold the shield for me for a bit.
Well, lad, I'll do that for you. You're a brave warrior. Stupid, but brave.
Let's get you somewhere to rest for the night, I guess. Our hideout, that's still good, isn't it? It's off the records, wasn't it? So we're good there, I believe.
Yeah, your safe house is still good.
Right, should we go there and camp out the night?
Yeah.
If there's not a tavern we can go to, we may as well go to the safe house. Although I've never been there.
Pop you back on the map of Corvus. So, you get yourselves back to your house. You bed down, and you can have yourselves a long rest.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Not like I've lost any health.
It's the other stuff that's important, isn't it?
I make some good berries, and then I rest.
Okay.
I have good berries again. Yay! Sweet sustenance of a good berry once a day.
So, you just magically make good berries, don't you? You don't pick berries and turn them into good berries, do you?
It's like, yeah, it's arguably like a mistletoe branch or something like that with a berry, but Phineas being Phineas and deeply ingrained in his backstory, he always has berries.
No, that's fine. Rules-wise, it's material components.
They last 24 hours, basically.
And druidic focus overrules material component as well, doesn't it? So
yeah,
it's not like you have to have gone and picked a berry. No, that's fine. Awesome.
What's the time frame on my regeneration, Chris?
It's gonna take. It's a week, maybe two, to be fully
fully back up to yeah. Cool.
Oh, and I'm going to replace the spell, but I'm not too sure how to do it. But basically, I'm just going to replace Fog Cloud, which I haven't used for a long time, with Purify Food and Water.
So, on your character sheet, the easiest way to do it is, again, if you go to the eye on the right and search Purify Food and Water, hopefully
that's what it's called.
Part of the SRD. Yep, and then just click on the name and drag it in.
Just drag it. It kind of disappears. It might be because I have it in a different window. Hold on.
Have you popped it out of the window, have you? That might not work then.
I'll do it now. Thanks, though. That's good. If this works, you're just very clever.
Yep, it's
Very
appeared.
Clever and good looking. That's
Winnie.
And then you just tick the boxes to say what's prepared. So as a druid, you could put all of your spells in when you get time, and just have the dots circled for the ones that you've got prepared.
Yeah. This is only for roleplay and feeding my razorbats.
Yes. So the morning comes around. You sleep in a little bit. The sun is high up in the sky when you guys wake up, given that you were out at night. And you're ready to go. You realise that you should probably get back and check on Father Dumas, but otherwise, you're kind of at your own ends. What do you want to do?
So, on the subject of razorbats, I would like to find a bookshop, maybe, that would have some animal literature on how to look after beasts, or just any information on razorbats. I'm trying to find out if I can actually train them at some point in their life. Keep in mind that I can talk to them as well.
Yeah. So you're more looking for training and nurturing rather than just keeping alive, because keeping alive is something Phineas can do. So you're after some sort of literature on training razorbats.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's
very specifically that.
Memory game.
I put an order in for some armor, if I remember rightly.
You did only yesterday.
That's all right. I can't remember when it was.
Yeah.
It feels like a long time ago.
I mean, yeah, it was 2 weeks ago, but in our time. But yes, game time. It was yesterday before you went to the courthouse at night where you put your order in. So cool. Yeah, that's probably going to be. I can't remember if I gave you a time frame, but I think it was a week or so for that as well.
Yeah.
He told me to come back the next day because I was human and it was easier. And then I made a joke where I was like, "Oh, I don't think it will be tomorrow, mate," because I thought this was going to take longer.
Yes. So yours was. He had a set of plate, didn't he? But he was going to do tailored plate.
Yes.
And that required more fitting. So yes, you had to come back.
The next day, was it, or?
Yeah, he wasn't free then, so it was another day in the future. It could have been that day. It could have been the next day. It could have been whenever you were free. So yeah, what you doing? Is that your priority, James, or is that something you want to look
unless
at?
there's anything super, like I don't mind like skirting out, because it was quite clear to me when I said that Alicia, his niece, jumped off a cliff. It wasn't honesty. He's not needed right now. Delicate touches. Phineas verbally is not that. So yeah, I will mill around and look for this stuff and stay out of it for a minute, and then come in after they've done a bit of talking.
Okay. So who is going to go and speak to Father Dumas?
Yeah, I guess about had.
I'll go with him.
Solix has decided that he's just going to look after his arm rather than try and enter any kind of conversations at this point.
Okay.
I can just imagine Solix staring at his arm, really like.
Yeah. Just forcing it back on.
Yeah.
So Solix is going to stay at the hideout for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Galtar, what are you up to?
I think I can't really go and look for more bullets, because at the moment guns are sort of on the down low. So I'm down to my last 11. I could go and retrieve my steam-powered armor, couldn't I?
That was in the crypt at the church, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, am I in a position to do a sort of, recovery job?
We can do that together if you want. We can do that and then look for research. We can group up. What you did to that guy was really sweet, by the way, with the bandage. For a man that likes metal, you're all right.
Oh, it's very nice of you, lad.
So
I'll come to your bookshop if you come and help me find me my armor. See if we can get onto the island. We won't take any risks.
Guns off, Wendell.
what did you do with the boat the night before? Did you stash it somewhere? Did you just ditch it? Staring at a screen of blank faces.
We definitely mold it properly.
I feel like we got to the docks, but didn't tie it.
Yeah.
We just
And it's
left
now
it.
floating away.
I mean, to be fair, I glossed over it. So, what would you guys have done? You've got this boat. You've acquired this boat.
Okay.
It is, to all intents and purposes, yours now, unless somebody tries to come and claim it. Your safe house is down near the docks. It's not too far away, and it's not a massive boat, so it could potentially be pulled out of the water and stashed somewhere.
Hey, let's do that then. We'll stash it in the house there, their safe house.
Yeah.
And then you've got a boat if you need it.
Yeah, so that's fine. So you've got the boat and you've stashed it, so it's available
Yes,
for
sir.
use. How were you planning on getting the steam armor? Are you going to walk in, wear it, walk out, or are you going to go and collect it? You could take the boat. You could row the boat over to the island the church is on and collect it.
No, I think if my friend and I think if we walk over the bridge, discussing the wonders of the world, as if we're just fairly free-minded, and see if we can spot any of the nefarious rodents running around, and I'm going Liverpool now, so you'll feel that.
Calm down. Hey, calm down.
Hey. If it looks like I can sneak into the crypt, then I'll stoke the boiler up and I'll come out, with a bit of a sprint and head down the bridge and see what happens.
Okay. So as you head over the bridge, you make your way through the city. As you're making your way through, you can see that life is continuing as it was. Phineas will notice this more than Galtar having been isolated for the last 13 years. But life is continuing much as it was. People are looking more wary, but everything is still going on at the moment. You see more heightened patrols of guards, but the pair of you aren't striking a particularly imposing team, so you're not stopped and you're allowed on your way. As you come round to the bridge for the church, there are two guards, Corvus City watchmen on the church end of the bridge. But as you approach, they're at attention. They sort of visibly relax slightly, and you notice a familiarity to their features under their helmets, particularly a scar on one of their cheeks that matches one of the watchmen that was there when you arrived originally, who was with Captain Hellstrom. So,
One of Hellstrom's boys.
who currently are guarding this pass over the bridge towards the church. They pose no. They don't stop you as you walk over. One of them, the guy with the scar, gives you a little nod in your direction as you come over and allows you to go on with your business. We'll come back to you walking around in full steam armor in a minute. In the meantime, we'll pop over to Tok and Ingo, who are going to see Father Dumas.
As I'm thinking, as we're walking there, would I know if there's like a jeweler's or something along that line on the way?
Not on the way, no. Not around this area. There are others. There are jewelers that you've seen around the city, but not along the way.
Well, I'll worry about it another time then.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just go straight there if you're happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not far. I mean, it's only like a small district over, so you guys are about here in your safe house, and just down on the docks, more on the frontage down here, is Kurgan's place. The doors are open. It's open for business. You walk in, and as Kurgan sees you, he looks about to check if anybody else is in the shop. And there are two other people shopping at the moment. So he, behind their backs, he looks over to you and just sort of nods an acknowledgement and tilts his head to the side just to as a wait over there for a minute.
Is this the same bloke as I just saved?
No.
Kurgan.
No. You saved Merwin Gertens.
Gertens. God, they all got strange, weirdly close names.
Sorry.
It's alright. It's alright. I'll let you off this once.
Just this once.
Just
So
this once.
So this place is called Kurgan's Goods and Wares, and you can do some shopping here if you want. There are some sort of normal supplies, but as you're looking around, there are some odd-looking things as well. Some curios and whatnot.
Sorry.
You right?
Yeah, so there's that a cereal, and then...
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
Can we get a ban, please? Mods?
So,
Right. I mean, I'm saving my money up for a big gun.
I'll have
You can get good.
I don't know if there'll be anything that I'm particularly advanced in, but I'll have a peruse and just see if there is something that leaps at me.
I'll have a look around.
Like, if there's some of the batteries or anything...
no, there aren't any capacitors. There aren't any alchemical capacitors.
Is there anything which will make my dexterity better?
So you've got a few things. You find some. You find a folding knife. You find a collapsible baton, as well as a few other collapsing items. A saw, a shovel, and a strange sort of case that's is 2 foot by 6 inches by 6 inches, and on the outside it's got a picture of a ladder, like stamped into the leather of the casing.
How? I'm assuming that's like a incognito ladder. I think I might invest in this. Being as I am the now stealthy one of the group, and if we need to do any stealthy stuff, it might help me out.
So you open up the pouch, and it appears to be some form of collapsing ladder, and it's got a little tag on it saying 7 gold pieces.
I will purchase that when Mr. Similar name to everybody else comes back.
Okay.
I'm crap with names, so I have to just call him that. 7 gold pieces, I can afford that out of my 2,879.
I thought you'd probably be all right.
Does he have any bullets, or is that not his forte?
Not in here. No, he's not a weapon. I say he's not a weapons shop. He's not a firearm shop. He's got a few sort of sneaky weapons, but no bullets.
Roughly, what's the weight of this collapsible ladder?
Have I got a weight on here? I'll get back to you on that one. Yeah, I mean,
That's fine.
It's not light, but it's not massively heavy either. But I know that's about as vague a description as I could give.
It's somewhere between 1 and 1 million.
Yes.
It's not small or far away.
I will get back to you on that. Yeah, you find a little tub labelled as a cure-all cream. There are 3 tubs of this. That's as much as you know about it.
Shall we get that for Solix?
Yeah, we should all get some of that.
I think that sounds like a good stuff.
So
yeah, I mean, if we can buy that, and then if you can carry it, because I'm pretty overburdened.
they are 75 gold each, and there are 3 of them.
How much is a platinum piece worth?
10 gold. 10 gold. Yeah.
I'll tell you
I
what.
don't have
So
much.
yeah, I can hold on. So carry this here. So God, I hate doing maths when I'm not working. 225. I'll foot up for all that.
You just need him to carry it for you.
Yeah, if you can carry him.
That's fine.
872 less 225 is 647. Yeah.
Fantastic. Bit of mental arithmetic.
Yes, I'm underweight now because I've spent all some of my gold. My gold I've got that many gold pieces. It is actually putting me over.
In that case, you can carry some of the.
Yeah, I'll carry it. What does it do?
It's fine.
Oh, gracious DM.
So when you purchase it, Kurgan will inform you about it. It will cure 1d8 plus 1 points of damage.
Okay.
And each jar has 3 applications. However, he warns you it's not immediate. Its effects don't instantly take effect. It can take a little bit of time for the effect to happen.
Is it like a short rest bonus cream?
It's delayed, so it heals 1d8 plus 1, but it doesn't take effect for 1d4 plus 1 rounds.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's less reliable as a combat healing, but as between combats, it's something you can use to heal up.
Pretty useful. Pretty good.
I'll just go up to him. But are you interested in diamonds?
Diamonds? Not really my my area of expertise. It's not really.
I'll go to a jeweler.
Yeah, I mean,
and then
probably want a finer area of town too for that one.
Cool. Just trying to look like a customer in shop while people leave.
Yeah. So over the course of this, the other people have finished up whilst you guys have been browsing. The other people have finished up their shopping, paid up, and headed out. So you are now on your own. When you finish up with your purchasing, Kurgan leads you up the stairs. Let's throw you back onto the docks map, and we'll show you upstairs. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Map to the front. There we go. So the stairs run up behind the till area, and you guys come up this way. He leads you around to a small room over here, which contains a makeshift cot in the corner, but is covered wall to wall in books as well. And Father Damas is resting up in the bed. Please come in, sit down. Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened to Alexia. Please tell me you found her.
We found her, but we don't currently know her situation.
And tell me what happened to the sword. Did she still have it?
I'm not going to go into depth, but we don't know where the sword is. I'm going to say it like I said it there to kind of insinuate that we do really, but...
So you're lying really badly?
Yeah, to make it obvious that in case some spy is listening or something.
So make a performance check for me for putting this on.
Come on, it's your time to shine.
Natural 1. Oh.
No, close though.
9.
I mean, he gets the gist of it, but he looks you up and down like you've just lost your marbles. I mean, we're in safe hands here. No, there are no spies. Just speak plainly. Do you have the sword?
Not personally, but I know who it is.
Our first priority before we do anything else is to get that sword somewhere safe, somewhere sealed, where its malevolence can't affect anyone else. Please tell me, where is it now?
I'll look at Talk and be like, yeah, we can trust this guy, can't we? Yeah.
Alright.
It's buried in a graveyard. And I don't remember which one it is, so I'm just saying a graveyard.
In a graveyard?
In the...
You buried a sword that raises the dead in a graveyard.
Oops.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's all wrapped up and stuff, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Is it wrapped within 6 inches of metal or a foot of stone?
I don't know if it's underground.
Ock looks out the window sheepishly.
I think your next priority is to get that sword away from where it is now. I will, with Morrow's blessing, I will be on my feet later this day. I can meet you probably in the catacombs under the church, and we can find a safe place for it down there.
Okay. We will sort that out. I feel like the biggest idiot on the planet.
Hindsight.
Based for dead. Yeah. Oh, so we have to bring the sword back into the city now. Is that what you're telling me?
I know they're looking for it, but it's from my readings on it. I did some reading after you guys left. I found Alexia's notes and her research on it as well, and it's got some very powerful anti-scrying wards on it, so it can't be magically located. But you definitely want to. We need to get it somewhere safe, somewhere where its influence isn't gonna affect anything, and the graveyard is not the place you wanted to leave it. It might be better to wait for nightfall. That boat you rescued me with come in very handy, and you should probably use that to smuggle it back into the city, and we'll get it safe under the church in the catacombs. Though nobody knows that they're even unsealed. You're the only people who've been down there for hundreds of years. So, you and Alexia, apparently.
And an army of dead, apparently.
Even they didn't go in the catacombs. They came up through the Undercity and across the river and whatnot.
That's where it was, wasn't it?
They didn't come up through the Undercity, through the catacombs.
Not the catacombs, yeah.
As far as everybody in this city is aware, they are still sealed and have been for hundreds of years. So that strikes me as the safest place to keep it.
We'll devise a plan in the city and to the catacombs, and we can meet you at the catacombs. Feeling up for it?
I'm not sure if I'll be able to get there without being spotted. I'm fairly recognisable. Even under the cover of night. What I'll do is I will write you up some instructions on what you need, what you need to put around it, what you need to have, how you need to case it, so that its influence can't affect anyone. And hopefully you'll be able to find somewhere down in the catacombs to do that.
Right.
Now, I should probably let you get on with the rest of your business, but thank you
I'm
for
worried about this army of dead rising up again.
Thank you for coming to check on me. And yes, we must lay low for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Right. We will see you soon, I hope.
I hope so too.
Then,
in the meantime, stay safe and lay low.
right. Come on, talk.
Yes, we're going to make a beeline straight for that graveyard, yes?
I think we need to wait in line still day. Maybe it's a good idea to go to that graveyard and just make sure that there isn't dead people walking around the place.
I mean, yes, definitely. That is a priority of ours at the moment.
Okay, let's get going.
Yes.
Just the two of you?
Yeah, we could take on an army of dead. It's fine.
Yeah. Fucking Ingo.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? Dr. Pepper. Other drinks are available.
Yeah, I guess we should find the other two. We knew that they were going to get the armor, didn't we? So.
Yes.
Then don't just read about bats.
So I mean, you guys. Yeah, they've gone to get the armor. We'll flip back to them. Are you guys going to go back to the safe house and hope to
Safe horse.
the safe horse?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's safe house.
And hope to meet up with them there. Is that the plan, Tokeninga?
Yeah, we'll get to the safe house and hope that they think to go there.
Okay. Okay, so back to Galtar and Phineas. You power up your armor. It's working wonderfully, and you march on out of the catacombs up to the bridge. The guardsman with the scar turns and looks at you and says, "You may want to find a purpose for using that over here, lest you be suspected of nefarious."
Lad, I'm his bodyguard. He's a very well-travelled and affluent merchant.
Unfortunately, the current state of affairs in this city, bodyguard is not going to cut it, because those loyal to this new regime will take it as a threat. You need to be utility. You need to be find something to carry, even just find a pallet of something and lug it around with you for now. Just pretend that you're moving something that's
we can pull off like workers a lot easier. I mean, you're a dwarf, I'm an Ogren. This is quite normal to see us together. Just saying, we know this.
Yeah, okay, lad. I'll find a piece of stone or something. I'm a dwarf. We're always moving stones. So, thanks for the heads up. Okay. Look around, see if there's a stone that I can pick up.
Any stone in particular? Because you're stood in the church grounds.
Hey lad, I hope this wee chap doesn't mind. I'll bring it back. I'm just going to bury its headstone, and just. If anyone asks, it's a spelling mistake, and I've got to amend it.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that.
Okay. You head off across the city with a gravestone in your arms. It turns a few heads from the civilian population as you're wandering through the streets with a gravestone. Where are you headed with this gravestone?
To the bookshop, please. Did I find anywhere? Or
you haven't yet, but you can make some inquiries. We didn't do it, so you can make some inquiries on your way there if you wish, and make an investigation roll.
Okie dokie.
Nicely done. Your best bet isn't necessarily a bookshop within the city, but your best bet would have been, or would be, the university.
Oh, okay.
Which has an extensive library of many, many books, many tomes, and the university itself is over here at 11.
Okay, well, I will put a pin in it for now, because that's obviously on the way back to the safe house anyway. Because safe house is around here, right?
Yeah, I'll put some marks on this map for next time, so you know exactly where they are. But yes,
It's that area though, yeah.
Yeah, I keep pinging this round building here just because it's an easy to remember building. It's in that vicinity.
And then we would have basically meandered from the crypts all the way back round. So.
Yep.
I suggest that we go back to the safe house en route and see if they're back yet.
Okay.
Hi, friendos. Did we make any ridiculous mistakes?
Just every
didn't.
single
I did.
possible mistake we could have ever made.
Yeah,
And that's
no,
one.
Yeah. Wait. Now I'm worried. Was it your idea or my idea to bury the sword?
It doesn't matter whose idea it was.
That's what I thought. Yep.
I mean,
The
I should probably take some blame for this because I did go The Eastern Boneyard's on the way in.
For a good future session.
The gods told us to put it there. So we should probably go and get that pretty quickly.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, lad.
But at the same time, well, we're gonna go there and check there's not any dead people wandering around. But I think we need to unbury it, dig it up, at some like, because we don't want to look like we're digging stuff up at it.
If anyone asks, I'm a gravestone salesman, and this is a sample I'm carrying. So we go into a grave, so it'll be fine, no problem at all.
I'm going to be very confused as to why Gelta has a grave stone.
All you need to know, lad, is it's mine, and don't take it off me.
I am planning on.
Okay. So you're heading straight back out. Are you heading by land or are you heading by boat?
By boat. Because Father Damas suggested boat.
Okay.
Okay.
Will this boat
Yes,
take
we
my
just leave
steam out?
Colin sleeping.
Well, the boat taking the steam-powered armour and the gravestone.
I'll be honest with you, we're heading back to the crypt soon, so you could have just left your armor there.
Wait. Did we just come from the place that we're all going to?
Yes.
A bit later we will be going.
Oh, great.
I did not realise that. Okay, well then we did this in an interesting order then. That's we've been there before. That was, yeah. Well, to be fair, we were just there, right? So there isn't masses of crawling.
No,
going
so
on.
you guys were at the crypt. They're heading to the Eastern Boneyard, which is outside the city.
Okay, good. Oh, that's fine. Okay, good. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, let's go. Go, Gadget, go.
Okay. Let me figure out
Yeah,
which.
stop the boiler a little bit, put some water in, and toot, toot. Check that I've got pressure.
Are you taking the armor with you out on the boat?
Aye, lad, if it'll fit.
It'll fit. Yep.
Aye, lad, yes.
How quick
Take
will
the
we
armour.
sink?
You won't. I mean, the boats in the Iron Kingdoms are made sturdier than you would think. Primarily because this steam technology, steam jacks, steam armor, and whatnot, is so prevalent that pretty much everything is made with transporting it in mind. So yeah, you've got it's sturdy. And I mean, you carried the lot of you plus Solix, who's currently staying behind at the minute to recuperate, and three additional bodies. So yeah, Galtar's steam armor is not going to weigh more than them combined.
Right.
I mean, however, if the boat does sink, it's going down like a sack of spuds. But that's a separate issue.
Yeah. I think so. Boat our way to the graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So
Boating the way.
you make your way out of the city by boat anyway. You'll have to cross some land to get to the Eastern Boneyard itself. So this will be as good a time as any to show you. So you're heading out this way, which is east. Have I got that right? Yeah, that's east. Yeah. It's sort of, so the river actually runs more south, but you have to head that way to get roughly to where you need to go. And then the east gate is over here, on the stream. Over here, with the road heading out that way past the Eastern Boneyard. So heading out sort of the south of Corvus by boat, and then mooring it and getting out is the best way to go. to doing that, you actually go underneath this bridge here, which is the Black River Bridge, which is absolutely massive. Now, the scale on this, there isn't actually a scale on this map, but this distance here, across there, although it says 10 feet on this map, let me show it on the stream. So, brain, engage, correct buttons. This distance here, although it only says 10 feet on this map, is 2,800 feet in game. So we're talking over half a mile wide at that point. The bridge itself, as you're going past, you can see it's not just a bridge. What's going to be the easiest way to show this? I've got that camera, haven't I? So,
is it an M&S bridge?
Oh dear. Where's the picture?
Starts giving you running commentaries again underneath. It wasn't built by dwarves. You see the buttresses? No, we don't have buttresses. All different. There's nothing like this at all.
So for those on the stream, if you have a look in the tension pool camera, at the book, there is the Black River Bridge. It is massive. It's 160 feet wide. It's 400 feet from river to the top of the towers. And as you can see on this bit, it is covered in buildings, shops, houses. The bridge itself is part of the city. There's such a built-up area around it that, yeah, it just looks like another part of the city. And then these towers themselves, you can see, coming out of each one, these huge cannons, one out of each of those towers. And it is an absolutely massive bridge, feat of engineering to build it in the first place. And you feel utterly dwarfed, no offence intended to Galtar, by this bridge. This bridge as you go underneath it.
I just quick, and it's about a third for the Golden Gate Bridge.
About what, sorry?
Yeah. About a third size of the Golden Gate Bridge.
Wow, yeah. That's pretty chunky.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. So it awes you all as you go past, whilst you're using your oars. Oh dear. The DM started the puns now.
No, lad, yeah, right. It's not a bad piece of stonemasonry, but it's seen better. Pretty good.
It takes you a while to row your way out, but as you do, you get out and you find yourselves on the eastern bank of the Black River, and you can find somewhere to moor up your boat and hide it relatively easily. There's still traffic in and out, but there's a lot less than you've seen before the new regime took over. And exiting the boat, your feet get a bit wet, Galtar, because you can't get straight out of the boat. You have to jump out into shallow water, but it's not deep enough to cause any problems with your armour. And you stomp your way towards the Eastern Boneyard. Where is it? Eastern Boneyard.
Please no dad, please no dad, please no dad.
Okay. When did you bury this? So, you buried it over night time, didn't you? Then you observed the city the rest of that night. Then you came into the city.
Yeah.
Went straight to the church, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then Hellstrom said... Yeah, because it was the morning you came in, you met up, you went straight to the church. Then Hellstrom said, go and get Father Dumas, and you went in that night. So there's been 2 night times. Okay. Can Owen and one other volunteer? Who's going to... Yeah, Mark, can you both roll a D100 for me? One each.
Yeah. Sorry, in my head it's like a 99 zombies. I hope it's not that. I hope it's not 41 zombies.
41 zombies.
Is it 41 zombies?
No, there's not 41
we
zombies.
could try and take 41 zombies.
It's 82.
No, that was for those interested. That was a percentage chance of it having resurrected some. So let's have a look. What have we got? Roll. Oh, and roll me a d6. Okay. You can't roll d3 on roll 20, so this is actually 2d3, not 2d6. So 3, 4, 5. Awesome. As you approach the site of where you buried the Witchfire, you notice that shambling around the area are 5 risen skeletons.
Oh, lad.
Well,
Do they look like the ones that fell over very quickly when we just kind of poked them, or?
You don't know at this point.
Oh, okay.
They're not. You can see them. They're sort of shambling around in the day. They're not armed. They've not like magically found weapons anywhere. You guys are coming in from the top left.
Oh, okay.
Where I've just popped Galtar. And I'm going to get you to roll initiative.
Well, I'm just pointing out that I'm carefully and respectfully putting my gravestone down before I roll initiative.
Were you still carrying it?
Aye, lad, I was.
Okay. I need to move my book out of the way. Thrall Warrior. Okay.
is there a strong moonlight, or is it very dark?
None of the above. It's the middle of the day.
Oh, is it daytime?
Yeah.
We didn't wait till night. I love it.
No,
Oh,
you
oh, yeah.
daytime. You took daytime to come out here, basically.
Oh, and then we were going to wait till night to dig.
Yeah, because I was worried that we were going to find dead things, and we have.
It's fair enough, buddy.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they have rolled spectacularly for their initiative, haven't they?
One of them rolled okay.
Oh yeah, I missed that one. Phineas, you're up.
I guess I will just move towards them full dash. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, and then another 30, I guess.
Are you dashing, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That gets me to there, I think.
Okay. You happen to have dashed straight forward to the one that was ready to move. So 1.
I can only see 5, sorry.
There are only 5.
Oh, that's alright then. Sorry, I thought that I'm misunderstanding that center. Keep going, it's fine.
He comes towards you and swings at you with his claws for a 15.
They are not friendly. Yep, that hits.
Okay. Ingo.
Just got the maths, sorry.
Say again.
Sure. Just doing some maths, seeing how far I am.
Right.
So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll get to here, and then I'm going to... on... Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong things. So on this guy here,
Yep.
I will cast a shutter.
Okay. 10-foot radius. So 1, 2. It does. It gets all 4 of them. Constitution saving throw. So I'll start from the top, working my way down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the top, the highest 2 and the lowest 1 pass, taking half the damage. Yes.
Yep. So 3d8.
And then the 12. So this guy here takes 12, and the others take 6.
And then I will give Phineas some bardic inspiration.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
These guys should have 22 hit points. For some reason, the tokens have got it wrong. So they should be on 22, 16?
Yeah. And then
16
one
or
of them is
10.
on 10.
Yeah. For some reason, they've got 5 less hit points than they should have. So the health bars aren't quite going to match up at the minute to their percentage. So 22, 16, and 16. So the numbers are correct, but the health bars are going to look a little bit off. Tok, your turn.
Right. Do. Okay, I can move forward. That's fine. 5. 25. I'm gonna get to there, and I'm gonna go at this one here with my gun, shoot thing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a trick shot, ricochet.
Okay.
So, come on. Pray for Tok. 6.
Yep. That's... which one were you aiming for? The front one, yeah?
For that one.
16. That's enough to take him down. But they have got 100 fortitude. So he caused him 16 damage. So that's a DC 21 Constitution saving throw. Ooh! Ooh!
Fair play.
And where were you trick shotting to?
Ricochet into this one here.
Yep.
So, on.
12 is another hit for 9 damage.
9 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Bonus action, sharpen.
Indeed. Galtar.
Right, lad. I'm going to stock the old armour up. And I'm going to dash sort of over here, really.
Don't forget your armor's speed is 20 feet.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shamble slowly in this direction. So that's a move and a dash.
Thank you, but no.
That's me really. I can't do anything else.
Okay. This one at the back is going to shamble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we shall have a swing with some claws. Nah, don't think that's going to hit, is it? And the one at the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Phineas.
Okay. So this time, I'm gonna try and hit him with my staff.
Nicely done. 16. Fantastic.
And then for a bonus action, I'm going to use my hidden step, because I've not used it in a while.
To go invisible.
Yep.
Okay.
You had bardic inspiration, but you could add to the damage.
But can I add to the damage?
Yeah, with combat inspiration.
Yeah. So it's D6.
Another 4.
Almost one-shotted him. Almost.
Oh. That would have been a hard DC. You would have crit again, I'm sure.
So this is very interesting. There is no, by the rules, crit on saving throws. The only actual rules as written rule on critical hits is when you make an attack roll and you automatically hit. Loads of DMs use the natural 20 and natural 1 as major successes and major failures on saves and whatnot. But there is no by the book rule for it.
Well, by gum.
So if you can,
Mercer.
so if you could do 20, so you'd have to get the DC up to 24, which means you'd need to do 19 points of damage. So if you'd have one-shotted him, he'd be unable to save. DC would be too high.
Nice.
It is that Thrall Warrior's turn. So you've just turned invisible, which means he can't see you, but he knows you were there. So he's going to have a swing at the general location at disadvantage.
Yeah.
For a 7.
Yay.
Ingo.
Right. This is a weird sounding turn. Right. Done the maths, right. So can I get... I can easily get to like here.
Yep.
I can get there, enter combat, and move down here without causing an attack of opportunity, yeah?
Where were you? You were here, weren't you?
Yeah, and I can go like that.
So
I think I did the...
let me just count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get to there.
That might work still. Okay, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to Thunder Wave here.
Okay.
So... where is it? Where's it gone? No, that's the wrong one. If I can find it, apparently I don't have it anymore. There it is.
Thunder Wave.
Yeah, just that one.
Okay. 15-foot cube originating from you. Constitution saving throw, or 2d8 and push 10 feet away. So, Galtar, you're going to need to take that.
Did try and get one bit more so you were out of range. Oh, I hit Phineas too. Oh, this is just awful.
I'm thinking, to be honest, because I was reading up a bit on 15-foot cubes, and I think because otherwise that's for a level 1 spell, that's a massive area of effect. I think
it's 9 squares around you, isn't it?
It's not 9 squares around you. You pick 9 squares like so.
I always thought that was the case.
So I think you do something more like this, and you can. So it's a bit more targeted.
Okay.
Which, in your case, kind of sucks because of where they are. However, if you wanted to do something like that, I'm not going to stick rigidly to the whatchamacallits. You could even go something like that. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Get 3 of them.
I was hoping to hit all 4 like around me, but
yeah, no, I could see the intent, but yeah, I think this is better on rules.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So that's Constitution save. Again, I'll work from the top down. DC 13. Fail. Pass. Pass. So the one next to you failed. The one on 1 health passed, and the other one passed as well. So this guy's pushed 10 feet away from you, and they take 9 damage or 4 damage. So he's on -1. He's on -3 at the minute, so -4. This chappie over here is going to be taking a Constitution save on DC 9. Ooh, he's okay. Is that everything?
Yeah.
Wicked. Tok.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to get my mace and shield out. Ready.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to do another trick shot. And I'm going to aim at this one and go, why don't we just blooming die? And then I'm going to ricochet it to this one here.
Okay.
Right. $13.
13's a hit
damage.
for 11 damage. I'll roll his con save, which is going to be DC 16. He's down.
Right. Good. I've stayed down, Felicia. And then the next one. Nah.
Oof.
So that does 15 damage. However,
Yeah.
Undead Fortitude says if you hit him with a crit, they don't get a save.
Nice.
He's down.
And you stay there, Felicia.
Are you done?
Bonus action reload, yeah. That's my second crit of the night.
Galtar.
This wee lad in front of me, I think we should send him home, don't you? So I'll give him a bit of a tap on the head and see if we can put him back to sleep.
That'll do it. So a con save with the DC of 12. He takes the knock on the head, crumples to the floor, and just rises back up again.
Oh, lad, you're making this difficult.
He's gone.
Chumbawamba.
He's gone. It's that Thrall's turn. He is going to have a swing at you. For a 13. I don't think that's going to cause enough damage, is it? Although, I have just realised that the claws do 1d4 plus 1 damage. They could wail at you all night, even if they hit your AC. They can't hurt you.
No.
So, next is... the one at the back is going to walk back into Ingo, having been pushed away. And swing for a 5. That ain't going to do it. Phineas.
Let's see if I can finish him off.
So you are invisible at this point, yes?
It's until the start of this turn. So I came back and blocked. I could cast it first and then hit them, or I'm just visible at the start of my next turn. Is how I read it. And trait until you finish it. I'm looking at the wrong one. There we go. You're invisible until the start of your next turn, or until you attack.
Okay.
It just depends on what order you use it. I was more using it to try and dodge than...
Yeah, I mean, it's a hit anyway, and you've done 8 damage, so we're looking for a DC 13.
Oh, it's by 1 every time, Chris. You.
It is. It's that thing's turn to attack back for a 14.
Just hit.
Okay. Ingo.
I'm going to use good old-fashioned mechanic flail.
It hits for 7 damage. It's enough to take it down to 0, so we're on for a DC 12. Yeah, he's fine. You've got 3 thralls on 1 hit point each. Just won't go down. Tuck, finish them.
I can't. I've got no more. I tell you what, I can. I'm going to burn up a spell slot because I'm getting peeved off. So I'm going to burn a spell slot to get myself another trick shot thing.
Yep.
Done. And then I'm going to shoot this one here. And I want it to ricochet and whistle past Ingo's ear and take this one out. Hopefully.
Okay.
So... 13 damage on that one.
13 damage, so that's a DC 18.
18.
He's down.
Right, next.
He's
11 damage on this one.
He's down too.
Alright, well, come on, guys. Stop messing about. Come on. I've killed 4 of them now.
Galtar.
Flying.
Hey, well, where's the wee lassie gone? Oh, it's up there. I'll use my carbine, I think. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, 20 to hit for 9 damage, so we're for a DC 14. He's sticking there. He's gone Phineas. Come on.
Okay. Come on.
Oh, it's only a miss by 1. And it's the Thrall's turn to go back at you. I've just an
Yep.
18 for 3. He's plugging away.
It's really tough to be a tank. I'm happy that they're tankable for me.
Ingo.
Just screaming as I'm running at it. Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Talk. It's all down to you.
Right.
5.
I'm going to go there. I'm getting really peeved off now. I'm going to be in my other spell slot. So I get 2 trick shot things back because it's a level 2. It's the only one I've got left.
Yep.
Not that I use my spells anyway. So I've got 1 spell. I'm going to do a brutal on it now.
Just make his save as hard as possible. You watch your crit now as well. Stay down.
Nearly a crit.
Oh, it's an 18.
So that's so it needs to do a 26. Or, no, a 30.
DC 30. Well, it's only +3, so it can't succeed. It's down.
And I said, right, can we stop messing about and get this bloody sword sorted out?
Wow, that was as impressive as Clarence. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was great. That was.
I've killed all 5.
Yeah. Well done, man.
See?
Bro.
Well done, lad. Well done.
Okay. With the
Right, let's sort out Ingo's mess.
Was it here? Hey. Right.
Can we just dig up all our stuff and just take it back?
Oh,
And then we just kill anything that we come in who gets a bit funny with us.
Wait, what are you suggesting? That we just rob the graves or
No,
dig up
I mean-
everyone?
grab
stuff
the
that
rest
stuff
of.
that we left here.
Well, if you're going to
Oh,
try and
yeah.
smuggle the Witchfire in, you might as well try and smuggle the rest of it in as well.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Was it here? I believe it was here, wasn't it? We put because I remember making a joke trying to use thingy, and it only lasts an hour. It's been
Yes.
2 days.
Yes. And I just picked a random point on the map that was convenient at the time. But yeah, you find your markings and you dig up all your stuff. So you've collected Solix's Caspian Battleblade, the Witchfire, Hussar, the rifle. Anything else that got
My
left
pistol.
behind? You leave your pistol behind, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got my military rifle.
Yep.
And my repeater rifle.
And your repeating rifle, yes. Okay, you bundle it all up and head back to the boat. How are you hiding this in the boat? What are you doing? I know you're coming back in under cover of night as well, but
Hey, just for clarity, I'm picking up my headstone and taking it with me.
okay. Yeah, let's not forget the headstone.
Have you ever seen that episode of Father Ted where he got Father Jack who go, I love my rock?
Yeah.
It's literally that.
I'm just gonna hope Charm Person works as well as I can. Yeah. We'll put it in. Like obviously we had like it in a sack or something, didn't we? So we'll put in that and maybe hide it underneath the gravestone as well, and get Galtar to sit on top of that on his armor as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit disrespectful, but okay. I'm sure the wee lad that's buried there will understand.
So I think I want a collective group stealth check.
Is this like a This will be disadvantage for me, won't it? Because of my coat.
Because yes,
It's disadvantage of me because of my coat.
and it's
Is it?
disadvantage for Galtar because steam armor.
Hey, not bad. Oh, there they are.
Oh!
So
Oh,
we're looking
dear.
at 12 being the lowest pass. So heading back in, Where am I going? NPCs, City Watch, Watch Constable. What is there? Passive perception is 12. However, it's nighttime. It's dark, which at best would put you in dim light, which is a negative. So disadvantage works out to be a -5, I think it is, on passive. Is that right? Have I picked that up from somewhere correctly, or anybody? Does that ring a bell with anybody else?
That sounds perfectly correct, Chris.
Because
You get away with it.
I think it works out because it's like your passive perception never really turns off, but when you're sleeping, it's -5, and I think that's We'll go with that though. I mean, you've equaled their passive perception with your lowest pass, and it's going to be dim light. So yeah, I'm happy for you guys to get back into the city. That is, you've still got then. Let's pop you players back on the Corvus map. So you've made it back in through here. And then you're heading all the way back to some sort of...
It's only 80 foot, it's alright.
But yeah, okay, it's a little bit more than 80 feet.
We're going to church, aren't we?
Yes. I tell a lie, yes, you were. It's only 56 feet then. So, if that's 2,800 feet for 10... Come on, Jace, a little bit of quick mental arithmetic.
So 28 for 10, how far are we going?
You're going...
Maybe 60.
Yeah, 60 feet.
So you're looking 1,400 feet, 14,000 feet. So 15,000 feet, so you're looking, what's that, 5,000 yards? 3 and a bit mile?
I thought it was it 50? No, it's 5,200 feet to the mile.
Was
Yeah,
it?
I think so.
No,
Yeah, so divided
I deal in
by
kilometres
52.
and pounds.
So 3 miles. 3 miles. That's not that bad, realistically. Under cover of darkness. This isn't the docks area, so they're not patrolling the riverside quite so much. Yeah, I'll let you get back to the church. You find somewhere to pull up and unload everything into the catacombs, where you are met by somebody dressed in what's the word? Lower level cleric robes from the Church of Morrow. He identifies himself as an acolyte of the church, and Father Damas has sent him here to help you bury the or hide away the artifact. Come on, why is my page not loading? There we are. Where is going to be? So they have identified one of the... Uh-oh, I realised we've still got glints on this map. That's not right. That's not right. There we go. Identified that some of the old crypts, where the clerics... You remember when you were in here, in this place around here, you found the... it wasn't where the body was laid, was it? It was the memorial thing for the priest. That kind of thing, that thick stone sigils of Morrow and all sorts, was the perfect kind of vessel to inter the sword in, to shroud its presence from prying eyes. So with the acolyte in tow, you make your way round through the catacombs and inter the sword inside. Is it the only thing you leave there? I'm assuming you keep all your gear that you've smuggled back into the city?
I mean, successfully smuggled it in here, so I think so.
Okay. Now, finally, to finish up this session, let's get you back to your hideout, which means I'm assuming a boat trip across this way, or are you gonna leave the boat and walk?
I mean, I'm not being funny. It's shorter to boat in the boat, and you're not going to have many patrols out here, but you might have people on foot around here.
Yeah, great.
However, you were informed and you've seen that the docks themselves are quite heavily patrolled.
Personally, I think walk it.
You reckon?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're the boss.
I'll carry my gravestone so that if we get stopped, I can tell them I'm a gravestone salesman and this is a sample.
Complete with mud across the bottom still.
Hey, well, you've got to test these things, haven't you, to show how rigid they stand in the ground. You can't just... I don't know if you understand how gravestones work, but you don't just plonk them in. You have to position them in a certain way with certain supports.
You know where we're at the place you could just leave the gravestone where you got it from, right? You know that's where we are.
I've kind of got attached to it.
That's... How about we get one made for you?
It's kind of hindering us, is what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'll go and put it back where I found it, and I'll thank the wee lad for letting me borrow his gravestone head. And I'll pick a flower and I'll put it next to the gravestone as a little...
Right, you do what you want to do. We need to chop because we're standing here talking.
Are you stealthily making your way back through the city? Are you just going to walk down the street nonchalantly? How were you planning on travelling around the city?
I mean, we can't be much worse being as stealthy as what we were.
I think we can go. We've sort of figured this city out a bit more and started working out there's back alleys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of go down those ways and stuff. I know what the guards look like. Is that right?
Yeah, you know what the watch look like. Yeah, they wear a generic uniform.
So I'll hit one of them and make myself look like one.
Okay.
So if things go to worse, they can be like, I'm taking these guys. Or I'm searching them also.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything like that? James, have you got a disguised self or anything of the sort that you want to do?
Yeah, Joey. If it's super helpful, I'm not going to lie, I was just doing handover with Jin before she goes to bed. The joys of working. She is here. And that's a cat. There she is.
Hello.
Sorry. So
Hello.
if it is, I can use disguise self if that will help things.
Yeah, I mean, if Ingo's already disguised himself as a watchman, they don't normally travel around on their own, so having a pair of watchmen might make the idea more convincing.
Then absolutely, yeah, I can do that.
So let me have. So let's go with survival to navigate your way around the streets. Let's have a collective survival from everyone.
I don't really know the town, lad. You want me to do a survival as well?
I don't know why I set disadvantage, but
We'll go with the first one because it shouldn't be a disadvantage. Probably because you clicked disadvantage for stealth.
yeah,
That's
21.
You can have
a map.
You've got an innate sense of direction, Galtar, and a map definitely helps. So just talk.
Or we're doing survival.
Survival, yeah, just for navigating your way around. Which has allowed you to stick to as many of the back roads as you can, essentially only coming out into main thoroughfares when you actually get to the bridge itself. So I'm gonna now ask for a collective stealth check from you, but you're gonna have advantage on this. So Tok's rolling with advantage. Everybody else is rolling with straight rolls.
That's the best I could hope for. Oh well.
It's good enough. So with a group check, the result is essentially if half or more of the group pass, they manage to. Well, actually, this sort of works out perfectly because Tok and Galtar have stealthed their way around, and Phineas and Ingo have just sort of walked around in their disguised City Watch apparel. So
Yeah.
that's worked out nicely. You guys make it back to your safe house, and that is where we will call it for tonight. Thank you very much, everyone, for being with us. Please tune in next week for the next round of this. But don't forget, we've got. I assume we've got to complete that game, James.
We shall see. We will do an announcement tomorrow, for sure.
So Tom's actually headed off to bed. He's not feeling very well, so we will see how that plays out. But at the very worst, we've got Coffee and Karam at 8. No, not 8 a.m. That's too early. 10 a.m.
Oh, very dare. But no, yeah, I will be here there Sunday morning, 10 a.m. I know it's an hour earlier. I'm sorry, but I've got to work. I've got to work now. I'm really sorry. So yeah, no. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much, Greg.
No worries, and we will see you. We will see you all when we see you. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching.
Bye.